Hey guys, who do we have in here? Hey guys, who do we have in here? Any of the usual crowds? Alright, we will just get started anyway. This is going to be all signs, Aries to Pisces. What you can expect in love for the person that you're dealing with, or be it in love or a partnership just in general. And let me know those of you who are in here from the previous one I did. Let's get to it. Let's start with Aries. Aries and the person. Messages for Aries and the person. Hey Argo, how are you doing? I just did a free chat here, and that you weren't there. I just did on a free chat here, or free tarot. And now we're continuing with all signs. Them and you and them. Starting with Aries. What do we have for Aries and that person? You know, do you see the new camera that I have here? Do you see the clarity? What do we have for Aries and that person? Aries and that person. Oh, it's all over here. Aries and that person. Aries and that person. Sun, rising, Venus, whatever. Okay. What do we have for Aries? Aries. Show me Aries. The overall energy between Aries and that person. Oh God, Aries. Yeah, there's need to talk with each other, so you avoid any kind of a hasty decision here. What do you have for Aries? Right. How are you feeling about them? All right, Aries. First and foremost, the overall energy here. Makeup. You were noticing makeup. Overall energy between Aries and their person. That would be Seven of Swords. So there are some things that are not being spoken out honestly here. Aries, you have the Ace of Wands. You are fiery as fuck, basically. You are very, very fiery, and you view this person as see, well, that's the challenge here between the two of you, because you're not the communication between the two of you are a bit off here, because you view them as someone that's pulling back from you. And you also feel as though you may sometimes have to pull back, but you see the person that you're with as a very, very, very strong person. You have a lot of respect for them. Now, the thing is, the way that you feel, you're not completely balanced, Aries. Some of you may struggle with your emotions here, and especially with expressing yourself and expressing how you feel in general, possibly. So there's some emotional dysregulation here going on. I look better, thank you. Yeah, so but Aries, for the person that you're dealing with, they see you. I mean, they basically see you as how can I say this? The person you're dealing with, they have the Hanged Man. They're taking a step back. They're looking at things from a different perspective. Right now, this person needs a lot of freedom. They're considering how they want to move into the future, possibly with you, sharing the world. But this person that you're dealing with could have been used to dealing with things on their own for quite some time, and then having to share that decision power. There's a challenge. But the good thing is, their emotions for you, they're starting to grow. They're starting to develop emotions, basically. But it's a challenge for this person that you're dealing with, because they're so used to doing things on their own, basically. They like to make plans on their own. And now here's you. So, yeah. And this is why you're looking at this person here, Aries, as someone that's pulling back from you. It's because of this. Collaboration is a bit of a challenge here, right? Now here, how do you view yourself? You want to reach out here, especially since they have pulled back, but you're not going to do it. Because you feel as though you know better. That's the good thing here. You are in this Ace of Wands. Why are you in the Ace of Wands energy? because you're very, very disappointed. Aries, you're extremely disappointed in this. You feel as though your worth has been taken for granted. There are challenges on the self-worth here, and that's where this emotional dysregulation come in. But you are trying to make peace with the past in whatever lesson needs to be heard here. But the way that you're doing it is that you're focusing solely on yourself. You're not really, you don't really see you sharing it with this person here, and that's where this trickery energy comes in. Because it's like the two of you are going through a lot of change, or just how can I say it? A lot of heavy energies within yourself, but you're not openly sharing it. I mean, you can even be married and not sharing this. So that brings the challenge, right? But your feelings here are that you want to do things the way that you have always done it, the traditional way. So let's say that you've grown up in a very patriotic environment in regards to even how you process emotions. Then, in that case, you will pull back and deal with your emotions on your own and not include this person here, because that's the way that you do it. But what you are actually doing in your own, if you were to say it yourself, is that you are making peace with the past so that you can move into the future, possibly with this person here. Now, what is this person here? They are viewing themselves as someone, they don't want to take action here. They are developing feelings for you, but they don't. I mean, that's where you also mirroring each other. That's insane. Yeah. They are also confused in regards to this. They want to move forward with you, but they also use themselves to also make plans on their own. So the two of you are basically mirroring each other. They're not going to take action. If you're waiting, Aries, for someone to take action towards you, no. Hey, Dana. But they do still. That's the challenge here, because emotionally they want to. Emotionally they're drawn to you, especially because of the passion here. But they're not planning to do it. So that's a bit of a challenge between the two of you. What's the most likely outcome here for this time being? Remember, it's just temporary, right? I see the two of you are going to be focusing on your work here. This is like taking a step back from each other to just stop fighting. But it's a funny way, because in doing so, when you are not fighting with each other, you are actually fighting with each other energetically by just not communicating with each other. It could be a slight passive-aggressive energy between the two of you. All right. We're going to move on to Taurus. Let me just give you an animal to guide you for the next couple of days here. Hey, Lynn. Nice to see you. Welcome to the first all signs that you participated in. I just did Aries. What do we have for Aries of an animal to guide Aries? Advice for Aries. Aries, take on a new perspective when it is that you're working with yourself, because I do see something here is glowing up within you, but it comes in like flimses and lights, and I see it as being your emotions, but you are emotionally blocked, Aries, and your person here is also blocked. Well, you show us, in terms of right now, you show us the one with the most emotional blockages. And your person shows up as having communication blockages. So, I mean, it's a wonderful match. I'm not saying like this is doomed or anything. I'm just saying communicate. Stop speaking up a little bit. Could help you in this situation. All right, so we're going to move on to Taurus. Hey, nice to see you guys. Let's move on to Taurus. And Taurus, that is probably going to start at 9. All right. Let's get Taurus to the 15 to 18 the person Taurus and the person that Taurus is dealing with. I know, isn't it amazing with the camera? I hope the sound is okay. I hope that you can hear me clearly, even though I'm a bit silent. Hello, not silent, just low. Show me the person that Taurus is dealing with, and Taurus and the person they're dealing with. Taurus and the person they're dealing with. Good. Taurus and the person Taurus is dealing with. Taurus and the person Taurus is dealing with, please. Show me the overall energy. Too many, guys. Yeah, it's like a decision has to be made because it's yeah, too much waiting game going on here. Oh my god, did I just spot a power couple? Yes, I did. Whoopsie, I did. Two people who like to have fun together. Beautiful. But let's look into it. Show me Taurus in this. So there's a significant energy between you and someone, Taurus. What? Show me Taurus. Show me the person you're dealing with. All right, so the two. Come on, this is up with you guys. Okay, let me lay out the cards. Yeah. This is interesting. Okay. You two. You are so attracted to each other that it causes conflict. Right, the Queen of Wands is in the overall energy, so it's like having a lot of passion for each other, but not doing anything about it. Both expecting it to come to you, but energetically you're working together. Taurus, you show up with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So yeah, you're stuck in the same old. Not a lot. I mean, you may even things are not really progressing here for you. You could be a bit frustrated. That's possibly because we will look into it, but I get this feeling as though it is there's some kind of a work here that's in how can I say, things are going on in your environment, just has nothing to do with love right now. That's affecting this situation. All right, Taurus. So you are in this where you're kind of expecting it to be there when you come back, but there's something here that you need to take care of first. I'm going to come back to that. Your person here has the World in reverse. They are feeling a little bit taken for granted. So both of you, there's nothing here is really spinning between the two of you. Your person feels as though they put in all the work, and I have to say, Troy, sometimes you may also expect your person to put in a lot of work here to make this connection grow because you've gotten kind of used to that. But yeah, your person feels taken for granted. I'm sorry. But you're frustrated because something is not going on in your world either. So there's no blame game in here. The way that you view your person, that's what I'm gonna towards. I have to call you out on it. You see your person as being slightly dramatic, right? You see them as being a bit immature in their emotional responses, and emotionally you don't dig that. You don't like displays of drama, but you're still very attracted to them. Right. We all have. I'm not gonna, because yeah, that's the thing. I'm just gonna say it as I see it. You see your person here as being a bit bringing drama to the table. They see you as someone that's balancing them, and they're dropping them on the floor. They really. I have to say, Taurus, your person in these days, right? Your temporary energies. Your person really feels as though you're taking them for granted, and they are not sleeping well because of this. They are fighting monsters. They are possibly even closing out a cycle within their own life. You could have triggered them to go work on themselves here. But I swear to God, the two of you are really, when your energies, when they combine, even though they look like this, they look crazy, you are actually growing. And I think this is, it shows off that the two of you could possibly be going through some kind of a spiritual awakening by taking time apart from each other to work on each other. So you can come back together. But right now, my God, between the two of you, Taurus, you show up as, you're smart. You're smart, and you consider yourself to be very smart. But you also very much focus on not walking into some kind of a trap here. So be careful here with any kind of projection, possibly, meaning that you are so terrified of walking into a trap that you may even sometimes walk into a trap. If you know what I mean. You don't want to give into this right now. You don't. And you have your reasons for that. You're entitled to do that. And you know this. You know this, Taurus. You know what it is that you're doing. Why is Taurus doing this? Taurus, you breaking away from some kind of a family values within yourself here. sorry, you're breaking away from any kind of family value. So you're really stepping into your own power, and that's what is affecting this situation here. Your person here, they are. It's difficult for your person here to take a critical. Sometimes, sorry, cross watchers if you're there. Sometimes might struggle a little bit with accepting things as they are. They feel put up in a corner here, and they feel, as I said, taken for granted. But because they are actually also fighting their own devils, right? They are fighting their own devils basically, because this is triggering them. They may have a tendency to point fingers at you, because that's what we do as human, right? Your person may have to shed some nasty stuff of their own from further back, from past relationships possibly, and in order to do it, they could be pointing it up to you. And right now they kind of want to go back. That's what it. They want to go back. They want to plan a future with you, but still again, no, they want to move forward, but they feel pulled back to you. So both of you are struggling a little bit here. It seems to me that you are going through some kind of a little bit of an awakening, both of you. And good thing is that the connection is still glowing. So now you know. Let's see here. What are your intentions here? The next couple of days. Disappointment. I'm sorry. What are your person's intentions? Your person's intentions are here to stop. Both of you are going on a break from each other. All right. Your person are not. They don't want to fight anymore. They're done fighting. Your intention is here to just focus on some kind of a disappointment that happened other places in your life here, and you will be emotionally disappointed here. Most likely outcome for these couple of days here. I have to say there will be a slight paranoia here between the two of you. You may point fingers at each other because of what's going on between you. I mean, both of you are working on something, and it's just, as I said, I've been over this. It's just it's easier to point fingers at each other, but your connection is still going strong, so that's fine. An animal for Taurus. Hope that makes sense to you. Taurus, try to take a step back here and remember to drink water and stay grounded so you don't become stressed out and start accusing each other, okay? That's very important here, to just do something good towards each other. If it's not towards each other, do something voluntary, something good to the community, just to raise your levels here so you don't fall into kind of a nasty energy, you know, or just, you know, spiteful energy, especially if you're shedding out demons, because that can really take a toll. So let's go on to Gemini. Hey Jen, how are you doing? Well, we are on, that would be probably 19. Oh yeah, they do become long, these readings here with me. Right, so what do we have for Gemini and the person? I am doing quite well. I got a new camera here, so it's clear now, and I hope the sound is better as well. So it will take up a lot of my workload by just being able to go online and do these readings. So a lot of the love readings, when I do love readings for the signs here, they're gonna be done live now. Will save a lot of my time. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I got it for free. It was a gift. So a gift to me is a gift to you as well. Praise. Came quite unexpectedly. It's like, hey, I have a webcam here. Do you want it? Thank you. I know, such a nice gift. All right, so what do we have here for Gemini? Gemini and the person that they're dealing with. And remember, guys, these are like for these days, right? So even if I pick up on something heavy, it doesn't necessarily mean it's like if I pick up on the death energy, doesn't necessarily mean we're talking about. All right, let's move on. What do we have for Gemini? Gemini and that person. Gemini 15. Gemini. Gemini, overall energy between Gemini and the person I'm speaking with. All right, someone here is going inside and healing a bit of a hurt energy, all right? Let's look into that, what that is about. What the hell happened here between? All right, we will see how it progresses. Where are you at, Gemini? So both, all right. I'm just going to remind you guys that the gender does not matter in tarot. Two strong masculine energies at each other here. Gemini, you are taking a step back here because there's a heartbreak between you and this person here. You have the King of Wands, meaning that you are fiery, you are very, very sexy, you're very motivational, you want to cheer on people, you are very inspirational. Let's just say it like that. You are extremely motivational. Now, there may also be a particular person in your environment that you are admiring. You're just in a very, 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 very good energy here, Gemini. And that is, yeah, you're looking at this person in a completely new light. Things are just breaking down. You're seeing truth of it all. You also have a lot of nostalgic feelings towards this person. I mean, it almost feels as though you're coming home to a soulmate. So this is funny enough why there is a heartbreak here. We will definitely need to do some clarifications here. Your person you're dealing with, show me a bit more of this. They have the King of Pentacles in reverse. They are slightly judgmental here, and that's because they are very, very disappointed. I see the two of you not being on the same page, to be honest. Gemini, for some of you, you are divorcing someone and you are turning your attention towards somewhere else. You could have met someone else. Yeah. You may just not be telling anyone about it. The way that you view, I mean, yeah. The way that you view the other person is that, yeah, I said you see them as the Tower and the Storm reverse. You see things are breaking down here. There's something inside of you. You're not looking at this person in the same way that you did before, Gemini. You're not. That's where this heartbreak is here. There might be someone else that you have your eye on. Your person here, they are looking at you as someone who brings a lot of conflict, a lot of empty victories to their life, and they are struggling with finding balance in themselves. They could as I said, they could be very, very judgmental. They could be holding a lot of people to high standards and then not living up to themselves. And I see you, Gemini, as the person that you look at it and you're like, no, I don't want this. So that's why you're going somewhere else. Some of you have actually met someone that's very, very, you feel so much more pulled towards it. It's like everything's going, I mean, it's like really fiery here. And your person here, the thing is, the person that you're dealing with, Gemini, they tend to want to dictate everything. With the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in reverse, this is someone, you could be an earth sign, but it's someone that is, they want to decide where the two of you are going, how you're going to grow. It's like they take away your free will, right? They are not, they consider themselves to be someone who brings no drama to the table, but they do. Now remember, crosswatchers, this may not even be for you, right? I set my intentions for the Gemini here. And yeah, Gemini, you are very, very powerful here because you show up as someone here, you know you don't want this, so you're rejecting it. Right? You're rejecting it. And you know you are. Even if there are some kind of emotions, because that's the thing here. When you look at this person, yeah, you do feel soulmate energy with them. Yeah, you do care about them, and you feel as though there's a history between you and them. Something that could go for like a soulmate history, right? But you also look at them as someone that has possibly unhealed wounds, and you are healed. You're coming out of it. So you look at them as someone that has a tendency to date a little bit as a teenager or child, and you're not. You are far mature than that. You're also very focused on your career other than that. And the way that you feel, that's the funny thing here. Emotionally, Gemini, you do struggle a little bit with walking away. You do have emotions for them. You do. You do. And that's why you're still popping up here. So you do care about them. Now, for some of you, there could be abandonment issues here that are affecting this situation as to why you cannot walk away from him? Because you do care. Now, how are they? The person is such a funny thing. They view themselves as someone who has cut the emotional ties to this situation, and because they also view you as someone that brings a lot of they view you as someone who brings a lot of conflict to the table and all of that. They really don't view you in the positive light, but I have to say it shows up to me as the reason why this person is thinking like that and viewing you like that is because they're extremely judgmental, and because you have taken away their power to dictate how you progress, and that's where they become angry. They don't like being told that they cannot dictate, so that's why they're angry here. So, and they view themselves, because they view themselves as the leader, and that's where you two are different. You could be dealing with an earth sign here. So what's the most likely outcome here? It's just a poor match. That's what I'm getting here for the time being, right? Because you want a lot of freedom, and you don't have a lot of hope with that here. You want your freedom. The most likely outcome is that it's gonna be challenged. You also get a power couple here. The same thing with the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. This time it comes up twisted, right? Now you could be dealing with a Taurus, basically. But yeah, most likely outcome. First and foremost, there are too many people included in this situation, and then there should need be. Be mindful of where you're taking advice from, and also be mindful of just people who shouldn't be in this connection. Most likely outcome is that this is gonna derail for a little bit, so please be careful where you place your attention, so you don't end up throwing away all of your attention from, I don't know, other areas of your life that should require attention to this solely. I mean, forgetting to work, forgetting to pay attention at work, forgetting to go grocery shopping or whatever, because you're so focused on this, or this person is focused on this. I mean, no communication first and foremost, and also confusion and battle mode, basically. I am also seeing a lot of competition going on in this situation between the two of you. And there's a competition. I mean, there's a very strong masculine energy between the two of you. You're both in your masculine energies. Woman, man, gender does not matter here. You just want to win, both of you, basically. There are no winners in this. And that's how your partner is also viewing you, is that there's no winner. This is just conflict. Now, Gabby, you have to remember, when I do these readings, I do them for the people who are intended to come here and watch them. So they're not always cross-watch energies. So, I mean, just think about, for instance, Argo. She's a Gemini, right? Or it would be like doing a Scorpio reading and then people calling out Scorpios as idiots because someone was dealing with a Scorpio. That's just how I said it. It's not always cross-watching. Let's go with an animal, and then we're going to go on to the Cancerian. And there we have Beyonce playing. Is she saying go fuck yourself? Or who you're playing? Anywho, what do we have here for the Gemini? You also get the Firefly, and you get Fire Ant. So this is very much, as I said, fiery energy for you, Gemini. Be mindful so you don't put out your flame. And stay a bit disciplined. I see a lot of fire going on within you, and it's beautiful. But again, please be mindful of where you place your attention. I see you may have something you need to take care of in your work life here. Be careful. So you don't stop this. You don't allow the situation to become so overwhelming that you misplace your attention. Especially if you have some kind of important project coming up for you. So what do we have for the Cancerian energy? Oh, I'm slow with this. Cancerian energy. And Cancerian energy, sun, moon, rising, whatever. Cancerian energy. Cancerian energy. Cancerians and that person. Cancerians. do we have for the Cancerians? Cancerians. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Idol, Cancerians. What do we have for Cancerian? Oh, are you developing feelings for someone? Overall energy? Okay. Yeah, sorry. Oh, my dear Lord, darling Cancer. Sweetheart. I'll keep forgetting to pull intentions. Sorry. No. Alright, Cancer, the overall energy between the two of you is the Four of Swords. Boredom. There's a lot of stagnancy in this situation here, and that's why I see you popping up with the Three of Swords. You're sad, all right? You could have been rejected by this person because this person here is a bit of a sneak. I'm sorry. This is what you have between the two of you. This is not what I would say beautiful. Let's dive into that. How are you viewing this person? You seeing them as a breadcrumber? You see them, no, there's not even anything else to say. You seeing them as a breadcrumber. Are you doing the best that you can to like cut away any kind of a toxic tie here from them? You have yeah. I don't think this will be a cross, but maybe if you place yourself as it is, right? But Cancer, you see them as, yeah, someone that hurts you. And they see you as, God, this is one of those situations again where you two have not communicated properly. They see you as someone who comes in with a lot of love, right? You come in with a lot of love, a lot of wonderful energy, but then I mean, they see this entire situation as an emotional disappointment. This person could also have been, that's the thing, this person could have been giving you a lot of promises, right? They view you as someone who's disappointed. Someone who falls in love and who follows their heart. Someone who follows their heart but then gets disappointed. And I think they know that they have been they have hurt you because they show up with the Seven of Swords here. Their feelings towards you are that they don't want to commit. They're not ready to settle down. But they could actually have sold you this dream that they were. And that is what brings in this hurt energy, right? That's why you're heartbroken. You view yourself as the King of Pentacles, right? You view yourself as strong, stable, someone who has a lot to offer, is supportive, even financially supportive as well. You view yourself as a strong person, someone who cares. And the person that you're dealing with, they view themselves as having a lot of options and greedy. This is one of those situations. Why the hell do you? I mean, when I look at it, I just think, wow, this is wow. What is going on here? Meaning that you have so much to give, Cancer, and is being rejected by an idiot. They see themselves as having a lot of options, okay? And that is also why they know that they had disappointed you. But they want to explore it. That's just the thing. They want to explore it. Even if they have emotions for you, they want to go explore before they do anything. They may, they do know that they have emotions for you. That's the thing. They do have emotions for you, but they come off with this energy where they want to go explore. So it's this that they know they want to come back to you at some point, but right now they just want to go explore. So that is why you're also picking up on them, like you're seeing them as a breadcrumber, and you're absolutely right. They do show up as that. What are your intentions here? Your intentions are not to sleep with them anymore. If you slept with them, you are not going to do that anymore. You're not gonna give them a little branch. You're not gonna know. Yep, you're gonna leave them out in the dark. What are their intentions? Their intentions are just to leave you hanging, basically. Possibly without giving you a proper answer to it. Most likely outcome. Yeah. Spying between the two of you. Social media spying. Then trying to pick up, no communication first and foremost. No communication, but also spying. For the next time here. By spying, I mean like going and checking their Instagram or Twitch account or whatever you use nowadays. Let's just pull an animal here. Oh, I won't. We'll call it a pass then. Oh, you're a Cancer, Jen? Yeah, you just call it a pass, right? I mean, you don't treat people like this. Personal opinion, of course, that's my own personal. So also, guys, when I call people an idiot and all that, please know it's my personal opinion. You are always free to disagree. I am just very blunt. Yeah. And you're free to tell me, like, no, this person is not an idiot, you're just confused. And then we can disagree. Agree to disagree sometimes. What do we have for you, Cancer? Unicorn. It's the unicorn for you. Unicorn. Set your intentions. This is the third eye chakra. This is about you having a vision, knowing where it is that you want to go. And please be mindful of seeing truth in a situation. See the truth in it. Don't start imagining that there's love when there's not love. If someone's not giving to you, if they're not there for you, and if they make you question, if they leave you more crazy, then they're probably not the person for you. You're not supposed to leave someone crazy, you know? That's just bad compatibility. So let's go on to Leo. Let's do Leo. What is up with the king, all of the wands energy these days, huh? Can someone explain that to me? Why do we have so many wands popping up? Let's go to Leo. Your Cancer rising, right? Yeah, that's right, Cancer rising. Alright, Gabby, you have Cancer in your as well. I think I do in my progressive chart. So, what do we have for the Leo? My wonderful Leos. Always show up great. Leos, the 15th to the 18th. Thank you, Ado. You have Leo. You have Leo moon. All right, Gabby. In that case, you should just settle with watching the Leo energy, Leo readings, because they're so fucking powerful. I love the Leo energy, Leo reading so far. So, what do we have for Leo and their person they're dealing with? Of significance here for them. The person of significance for the Leo. Wow. What do we have for Leo? All right, one more. No? Okay. Stop now. What's the sound? Everybody see what's going on. What's between you and them? You also get the 4 cups. Same energy as Cancer. All right. Ooh. Right, so there's the two of you are also rejecting each other, and the funny thing is that you are both showing up as reverse 9s. Now, Leo, I see you stop. You're no longer waiting. If you may have been waiting for a long time. You've been hurt. You're not doing that anymore. You don't care. You're done waiting. You're done being hurt. This is not for you anymore. You're done having to. You're not even. I'm really getting at this. You're not even focused on having to set up boundaries. They're not, because you still no. The person that you're dealing with, they're not happy. They're not happy in this situation. And they're not happy within themselves either. Oh, what's that? So, yeah, how are you viewing them? You're viewing as some, this is so, apologize for anyone that's watching, yeah. Just be warned, sometimes when I do the Leo energy, I get into this energy of being a bit, what may come off as arrogant, but it's not. It's just the way that it's just what I get here. Leo, you're watching them as someone that you used to have sex with, and that's it. It's just, you're not gonna continue down this road. Is that, no. It's not because you're not arrogant or anything. It's just, it is what it is. It's not for you. You don't want to continue. You view them as someone that's immature, someone that can't make up their mind, someone that they quit. You can't rely on them. So why wait around with it? It's a waste of time. The way that you're feeling, see, that's the thing. When you're with them, you smile, right? You do have fun feelings. You do see them as someone that brings happiness, someone that brings fun. But you also feel as though it's time to move into the future with, to take that happy energy that you have within you. Maybe even inspired by this, but it's just, you're very mature, okay? And you want to move forward with luck on your side. So even you have positive feelings. You like going out with this person. You like having fun. I mean, some of you may even still be sleeping with this person, but you see them as only that. Sorry. So if any of you dealing with a Leo, please be mindful. Have open communication so there's no misunderstandings here. The person that you're dealing with, they view you as, they feel as though they have to compete for your attention. And you're not really giving them that much attention. So they're in this fighting mode. And then right now they're taking a break, but they're not happy. I mean, you're dealing with someone that could have been fighting for you for quite some time here. And you're not, it's just, no. They have a lot of emotions for you. They're just not expressing it. They have the King of Cups. They really, really care about you. But no, they're not expressing it. They want to support you. Why are they not happy? Now, yeah, Leo, for some of you, there's also something about children included in this situation, what that would be for a few of you. But mostly they're just not happy because the two of you are not collaborating together, right? And they are very sad because of the childish energy that is between you, especially if you dated like teenagers and you were adults. They are sad about this. But they do view you as someone that brings, the two of you could have fought a lot as well. Now, the way that you're viewing yourself here, you are, just like, you don't have all the answers here in this situation, but you're still ready to make a decision and not focus on this. And at the same time, you're letting the tower fall. You also you're basically seeing yourself as also the person who brings the tower to the situation by saying, I'm not dealing with this. The person that you're dealing with, they don't feel supported in this situation. They could have been used to being able to come in and into your life, and now they're not feeling as though they're welcome anymore in your home, in your environment, and that gives them a lot of headache here. But they also, at the same time, the two of you are closing into this understanding that this is may not be worth fighting for anymore, because they want to fight for you, but you said no. And they're coming to understand that maybe this is just going to be a lost opportunity. What are your intentions here? You're not focused. I'm not joking. You're going to pull back from this, Leo, completely. You're not interested. What are they up to? What are their intentions? They're not going to make a decision. They may come up here right now as though they don't want this anymore, but they're not going to make a decision because they feel a very, very strong pull towards you. And I have to say, you could be dealing with someone that has a lot of childish attitude. They're not going to make a decision. Most likely outcome right now. I have to say, Leo, if you felt as though you were treated as an option anymore by this person at some point, you are taking yourself off the table as being an option. But at the same time, there are a bit of fantasy going on between the two of you. So the most likely outcome, 7 of Cups in reverse. Possible, eventually, yes, a decision will be made to come out of some kind of a fantasy connection here. But I have to say, this is just, sorry, be mindful that you don't fall into the trap of, seeing love or relationships where they are not. Because I see you, Leo, moving away. Your person, they don't I'm not seeing them chasing you, but they are not letting you go either. They are like accepting this stagnancy here. So I do see it possibly being your person that's going to consider themselves to be, well, maybe we will come back eventually, but they're not happy. I will contribute this to being, again, another case of possibly bad communication. But you show up as you have your attention elsewhere, all right? Let's see here, what do we have? We have Swan and the Tiger. This is about moving away from grace. Those of you who have to release an ex, I see it being a person that has to release you. Do it with grace and not by, you know, like a swan that gets angry and hisses at everyone, of everyone. Sorry, like you know an angry swan, right? I mean, have you ever been bitten by an angry swan? It's very painful, and they can break your arms. They're very violent, or they can swim away with grace. Now, the advice here is also to take a step back, Leo, just for a little while and do some. Maybe you have a creative project that you're working on, but it's getting contact with your intuition, right? I do see you. There's something here that you're working on, where you need some kind of a silence to dive down deep into your to find inspiration. It could be, yeah, it could actually be, but because it could be some kind of a creative project, creative expression, artistic expression. You know, writing, painting, whatever. So let's move into. That was Leo. So now what do we have after Leo? Do we have Virgo? Yes, we have Virgo. Okay. Good to know. You're a Leo. Sorry, I'm gonna have to take a bite of my donut. Sorry. And I have to do it with my sleeve because I can't get this on my cards. Leo. Virgo. Femte til den 18. for Virgo. 15. til den 18. for Virgo. Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? Sometimes I wonder if Leo is even dating anyone. I have not done a reading for a long time where Leo shows up as dating. It's more like moving and working and becoming the next leader of the world, basically. I swear to God, there was one reading I did where it felt like, all right, Leo, are you taking world domination or what are you doing? Yeah, you went out food shopping today and bought chocolate in case of like that. I mean, that's the most, we always been through it. That's the most important thing you need. It's bloody chocolate. Can we not agree on that? What do we have? Do you guys know Björk? That's this song playing now, All is Full of Love. This is so beautiful. All right, going into Virgo. Wow. Where am I right now? Thank you. Wow. Show me your energy between Virgo. Be warned, guys. I'm going to disappear in this one. Where do we have Virgo? Ooh. This is just going to be temporary, guys. This is a very strong connection between the two of you in the sense that it feels like home. Is it? We will see. The connection between the two of you is the Four Wands. This is about being at home, feeling at home. But right now, Virgo, you don't showing up to me as being very happy. You want a road. You want a road trip. So now you know you're going on a road trip into yourself in a very short time, where you're gonna clean up something, but you're not very happy. So that's why. You're also struggling a little bit at the time here with pulling up that happiness from within yourself. But you're cutting an emotional cord here with something from the past. And yes, that's going to make you sad, but it's just temporary. It's just temporary because you're going into where you're supposed to be. Home, wherever that means to you. The person you're dealing with, they have the King of Cups in reverse. This is drama. This is my drama queen. I'm sorry. This person brought a lot of drama to your life. And the way that they brought drama into your life was that they came off as very emotional. And they do know emotions to a certain degree, but they were far more inside themselves, right? You could have been dealing with someone here that could have had a slight depression, or not depression per se, but there was something that happened to them in the past, so they were very sad, and they were all about themselves, right? Yeah. And that energy kind of affected onto you. Now, for others of you, Virgo, there is someone here. Please be mindful of emotional manipulation. For some of you, you have experienced that. And that has resulted in this emotional cord that is just almost obsessive, basically. Almost obsessive cord. Strong. Feels like it's this connection could have like overpowered you because it was so strong, but that's because of the emotions here. There's someone here who could have played on them. How are you viewing this person? You're viewing them as someone who brings trouble into your life, basically. It's difficult to move into calmer waters with this person here. It's like whenever they enter into your life, they rock the boat. And it makes it difficult for you to actually move into something better. Now Sam Smith diamonds are playing. Now I know you just what you love me for. Yeah, take all the money that you want from me. Then we have 4 of the pentacles here in reverse. I have to say, it shows up to me as though you want to shut down. You want to protect yourself. You want to protect your body, your heart, your mind from this energy. But it's still difficult for you, right? And as a risk, yeah. Gonna look into that. Yeah. You are also focused on not letting this situation affect your material status, actually. The person that you're dealing with, they are viewing you as someone they can possibly manipulate. The emotions for you are that, they know there's a miscommunication here between the two of you. They are not really that, they could look at you as a friend. Do you know? They look at you as a friend, but when I see the 3, you can still be in a relationship with someone, but I have to say this. This is not love. This is being together as friends with no love. So there will be more to this situation, but they show up. This is a drama queen. This is Scorpio Libra cost, by the way. So they know what they're doing, but they don't love you. Sorry, it doesn't pop up as though they love you. But they may still want to use you to something. And they see you as someone, not that intelligent. Sorry, but you are. That's the weird thing, because when you see yourself as the King of Swords. You see yourself as intelligent. They don't acknowledge that. Do you see that? That's disrespect. So this person you're dealing with, they actually have very low empathy. Because empathy is meaning that the ability to place yourself into the shoes of another person, not based on your experiences, but based just by listening, right? This person here is they're not doing that. You're not seeing eye to eye. They see themselves as the Empress in reverse, right? So the thing is, the person here you could also have been dealing with, they have a tendency to be a bit of a people pleaser. So they are not seeing clear either. Now you could have dealing with an energy that's extremely smothering, because they see you as someone that's not very intelligent, someone that can't think for himself. They want to smother all your energy and take care of you. And the way that they're feeling of you, they are extremely idiotic. Sorry. This is an energy that's also very judgmental. They see themselves as better, but they're not. They don't. They just have very high thoughts of themselves. They could possibly have codependency issues, and that's why they like to control. They like to consider themselves to be emotionally intelligent, but they're not. Do you know those energies? They consider themselves to be extremely emotional intelligent. They're not really, because they're smothering, and there could be codependency issues. For some, yeah. And the way that you're viewing yourself here, the thing is that you as I say, you want to protect yourself, especially also your money. Yeah, especially your money. For some of you, this is a connection where someone here is clinging on to you because of your money. Or the stability that you provide. Could be a house, could be anything, right? And you don't You struggle with that. All right. Now sugar daddy is playing for me. Sugar daddy. He loved me. He gave me all his money. My sugar daddy. Well, so that the way that you are viewing yourself is that you don't feel as though you have all the skills to release this. Are you placing the intention in the right place here? How are you focusing? Where's your focus right now? And no shit. Just like that sugar daddy came on. What are your intentions here? Dang it. Now guys, for some of you this is also, as I said when I said that you were going home, those of you who are releasing this, you're going home to where you're supposed to be. Those of you who are still caught in this is like a journey. You may actually be purchasing a home with this person. Alright, don't worry. It's going to be a bit of a while here, but things are going to settle fine for you. Your intentions here are you're going to continue doing what it is that you're doing, is that you're going to make yourself extremely tired. So please be mindful because you're reaching the dead end here. There's a point here, I see you coming to a point where you can't do this anymore, Virgo, and you're going to probably release this situation. And because there's also a justice here as the most likely outcome, which tells me that justice will be served in the end, and that's where this energy about going home to where you're supposed to be. Some of you are going home, whatever that means to you. The person you're dealing with, their intentions are to continue with this. I don't see them as wanting to release you. They are blocked in their emotions, and they are they may come off as they want to release you, but please be mindful because they have the devil as their intentions. Okay, they could be attempting to keep you tied a bit more to this situation, Virgo, using tactics. So just be careful of that, okay? I do see you being able to pull because you're going to be so tired. You're going to be so tired. What do we have for Virgo before we go on to Libra? What do we have for Virgo? Lamb is about you starting to speak up. Don't try and run away from your intuition. Your intuition is trying to tell you something. If you feel as though you're tired all the time and you have to look over your shoulder the entire time, question yourself if that is a healthy environment for you to be in. Be this in work or with someone that, in romantic. So let's move on to Libra. Sorry guys, they are so long. They always get long with me, alright? But at least I go in depth with them, don't I? So we have Libra. Is it accurate for Virgo? You're not a Virgo, Lynn. You're an Aquarius. What do we have for Libra? Are you dealing with a Virgo? Family. Family. Is he still with that woman? So, I know. It's not easy to get out of those situations. No, it's not. Especially if someone has set their eye on you being their next sugar daddy, sugar mama, whatever. You're working on it. Are you the justice that shows up in all my Aquarius readings? Is that you, Lynn? Is that you? Mama Jean has come into you. Right, let's see here. What do we have for Libra? No, my music guy. What do you have between Libra and the person that Libra is dealing with? Thank you, India. Thank you, Terra. Thank you, the solutions. Thank you, Royalty. Thank you, confidence. All right, so we have the Fool and we have Three of Pentacles as the overall energy between you, Libra, and the person that you're dealing with. The moment I let go of it was the moment I got more than I actually could have handled that. Alanis Morissette song, the moment I let go of it was the moment I got more than I could handle. Come on, focus, bloody. If it could focus, you would see this, right? Letting go, going into a brand new start, because there's something here where there's a lack of progress. How about no longer being masochistic? I say, and I look at the person you're dealing with. They're a fighter. You have luck on your side. There's something going on. Just basically, things are going great for you, Libra. You are moving on to the next stage. It may not feel as how can I say it? Pleasant. It could feel as though your emotions are going a bit up and down. You have a lot of things you need to take care of, but things are actually moving forward for you. Isn't that beautiful? And you're smiling. You're starting to smile again. Now, it could be because something in your material world here, but you're starting to smile. Just not in regards to this person. This person brings a little stress into your world, all right? The person that you're dealing with, they are a fighter. They're not very understanding in terms of how they fight. They want to fight for you, but they don't know how to, their words may be hurting you. So they could possibly come off a bit of inconsiderate, I want to say, but let's look into it. How do you view them? Well, you view them as, oh my God, are you two just not fighting? This could actually be someone that you just met, all right, Libra? This could be someone you just met. This could be a very, very new connection, and you're just getting to know each other. And the way that you're getting to know each other is possibly by you jumping to conclusions. You view them as someone that is just starting out new, all right? They are just, be it in their job, be it in their, in love in general, you just view them as someone that they have some skills they need to learn, right? They look at you. That's the thing. Because the two of you are possibly going at a power game here with each other in terms of how to make things grow. The way that they look at you is that you may be someone that has a particular plan of how things are supposed to go, and that you could be a bit of a dominating energy here. So, I mean, the two of you want to fight with each other. You both feel great in this, but you're struggling in terms of like coming to agreement with how to actually work together. Now, for some of you, this is actually in work. You struggle, right? Struggling, seeing eye to eye in making this work. So yeah, the way that you're feeling about them, oh my God, they may leave you fighting your own monsters. There could be a bit of projection going on here, right? But you're definitely not sleeping well. This person brings up some wounds here within you. How do they feel about you? Well, they're still waiting. They are willing to wait for you, but you also hurt them. Now, this doesn't have to be in love. It can actually be a work or a partnership, whatever. I just see the two of you're in a power battle in regards to how you want to make something work in your life, how you want to move forward, how you want to grow together. And it comes up with this very new energy, right? It doesn't seem as though the two of you have like some kind of a put things onto label, and you're stressing each other out because you see them as inept at what it is that they do, and they see you as someone who wants to control everything, and they want to fight for this, and you want things to go in your favor. My God, what is up here? The way that you view yourself is that you view yourself as the magician. You view yourself as someone who has a lot of concentration. You view yourself as extremely powerful, the manifestor of your own world. You know what you want, right? So this is also very, very powerful energy. So you want to take charge here. You see the other person here as young and inexperienced. So that's why you want to deal with this. And you don't want things to go so quickly, because the person you're dealing with, they're very, very quick, especially with the communication and the words, and you don't want that. You want communication to slow down. The person you're dealing with here, they see themselves as, they want to come together with you. They want to celebrate with you. But they are so confused. They feel as though they don't know how to speak in this. They want to fight, but they don't know what to say. They don't know how to communicate with you. So this is very much a challenge. This is just the energy as it is right now, right? What are your intentions, Libra? You want to continue to dominate the situation and dominate. You just want to take charge here. You are terrified of losing your power. That's what's sparking this. Libra, I have to say, this energy that shows up for me is not someone that you have known for a very long time. It shows up as new. So if it's not love, it's somewhere else. There's not a lot of love energy here. There's a lot of fire and work energies here. There's something new, okay? What are your intentions? I mean, they're gonna continue to fight for this. And I feel as though their intentions are actually to accept that they're not going to be supported and that your emotional values are not going to be aligned. It's like this person is like their intentions are not to align with your values. They want to go on a brand new adventure here. They are feeling wounded by you. And they're going to take the chance, but it's like they are accepting the fact that the two of you will struggle for a little while. It's like their intentions are to put emotions aside in this. Most likely outcome. Tower. Wonderful. Followed by the pre-empress. So guys, I see an ending here. But it's gonna lead to something amazing. Yeah. It's gonna require you to have a lot of trust here. There's a tower that's gonna fall down and it's gonna feel very heavy. If it's not like an ending per se, it's just that, something that's built on a solid foundation is gonna break down. And that is especially in regards to the emotional values here, because there's so much power struggle between the two of you in regards to how you want to make things work, and that's you're actually not seeing eye to eye. But when this falls down, it's actually it allows you to take a step back here and look at what skills you actually have. How are you placing your attention into this situation? The teamwork between the two of you, how you work together to make something grow. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the two of you are going to fall completely apart. It's just that something here, a particular mindset, is going to fall. And I see this healthy because there's not a lot of empathy or a lot of understanding of each other where you're talking from your positions. So yeah, praise. But it's a good thing because the tower is followed by the pre-empress, the 9 of Pentacles, right? So it's okay. What do we have for Libra here? Yeah, we have a whale. It is time to stop singing the same old song here of what's going on between you and this person. In whatever way this is playing out in your life, Libra, it's time to stop singing the same old story. Stop singing anew. You have a lot of, you're very intuitive. With the whale here, you have access to your emotions. So it's the fear. Question yourself, what is it that's tying you to this situation where there's so much power? Why is there a power battle between the two of you? What are you afraid of letting go? What are you afraid of sharing? What are you afraid of losing? And vice versa, basically. I don't feel, sorry, Libra, I didn't really feel so this was in love. But we'll see. So we have Scorpio. So who do we still have in here? I know it looks stupid, but I have to, because if I take it with my hands and then take my cards, no, that won't do. I will actually get like a, no, never mind. So what do we have for Scorpio? It's similarly the same as, no, I'm not even joking. Even if this is so weird, I don't know when to explain it. If I chewing gum and I go into my tarot, it's like I get this, don't you even dare touching, don't you dare doing tarot with gum in your mouth. It's a weird thing. Oh, damn it. So you will never ever see me do tarot with gum. So what do we have for Scorpio? Which is so weird because I'm always eating gum. I always eat gum. I know it's weird. Seriously, yeah, but even if I'm, it's just you know, it's just if I'm doing tarot for myself, I'm not gum. It's like it's like listening to my like someone from the 18th century or something like that. You know, it's like get that gum out of your mouth. Speak again. What do we have for Scorpio? 18 to the no 15, 18. I'm done. Watch me think. If I'm broken in half, then why can I think? Watch me sing. A waste of time. Then I don't know. So why take me in? Is that song Berlin? That she asked me to stay. I moved to Berlin. I don't think I'm quite cool with it. I don't think I'm quite cool enough. Look up that song, Scorpios. It's a beautiful song. It's in the playlist. Don't leave me here without your touch. It's up to me, but I am not. The Scorpios. Oh, listen to these. Listen. Ooh, Scorpios. She's like the man. Scorpios. Limited madness. Ace of Wands. Great, guys. Something brand new here, yeah. I speak with my mouth. She knows my name. Sorry, I'm just going crazy here, sorry. Alright, guys, so between the overall energy between you and the person you're dealing with is the Ace of Wands. We will look into that, but you showing up as the oh god, what is up with you guys? Oh no. Right, so yeah, I don't really think that you two like each other that much. But let's just look into that. So why the hell can you have that one? Right, because you have reached one end now. This is just a very, very tiresome energy that you have been in. You have released the burden and you're getting ready for something new. So this is basically one of those energies about giving up without having all the answers yet. So there's a bit of a challenge in having trust in it. But it's also like moving forward. Do you know what I mean? It's like getting out of battle. I see you leaving behind a very self-sabotaging energy. Taking a step back. It's not because there's been a winner. I mean, there's been a struggle between the two of you. There's been some back and forth wanting to win, but this is an energy of taking a step back and understanding that there is no winner. There's no loser. There's no winner. There's just fuck this shit. So as a result, I mean, it's so heavy. The energy is so fucking heavy. It has to be released. It can't continue. So this is basically where you are at, and the person you're dealing with, they are confused as hell. There's something that this person is not, you're dealing with, Scorpio, that they are not acknowledging on their own. There's something that's not being revealed. And by reveal, let's look at that, can I? Yeah. There's some kind of an emotional situation in the person that you're dealing with that they have not completely let go of, and they haven't fully let go of you either. I mean, there are some emotions here between the two of you that have not been fully addressed. Okay, it's not been fully released and it's not been fully spoken about in the open. That's basically it. You're dealing with a person that would rather just bury down any kind of hurt, anything, just bury it down deep inside, never having to deal with it, and therefore they cannot release this because they are afraid of facing it. So they're just lying to themselves. How are you viewing them? You're viewing the person you're dealing with as a bit of an idiot. You're viewing them as a manipulator. Hey, Victoria, nice to see you. You're just in time for Scorpio. You're You're seeing them as someone who doesn't know how to pay attention to the important things in life. You see them as someone who confuses you. You see them as confused. You also see them sometimes as a bit of a trickster. Okay, you could sometimes feel as though it's difficult to trust them. Okay. Now here's the thing. Do you want to know how they look you? Oh, don't worry, Victoria. The way that they're viewing you, they're projecting onto you. Whatever it is that they are carrying around, because the person you're dealing with, Scorpio, I have to say, they are carrying a lot of things around with them. Possibly goes further back than to you, and they're carrying it with you, so they are looking at you through distorted glasses. They're projecting onto you, and what they're projecting onto you is the evil stepmother energy. Is that of someone that's critical, nasty, spiteful with their words, someone that wants to just hurt everyone, right? They're projecting that onto you, and it's because they have it carried within themselves. They are also very angry. The person you're dealing with, there's anger here. This is one of those situations where hurt people, you know? You bring the hurt onto other people. So your feelings towards them is that you want to go, you want to flirt, right? You want to take approach, you want to move, you want to, yeah, you want some kind of a fun energy. Now, for others of you, if this is completely, how can I say this? For some of you, you want to flirt with this person, right? You want to approach this person. For others of you, it's not this person you want to approach. What you want to approach is just some kind of a new adventure. Because some of you are possibly just a little bit in the mood to go to bed, just to get some action. It pops up as this. I'm sorry. It pops up as though some of you kind of want to, you just want a magic wand, okay? Woman, man, or some, Let's just say it. How are they feeling about you? How on earth can they feel about that? That's the thing, that the person here you're dealing with, they're projecting so much, okay? What are you waiting? They project a lot of things onto you. They want to fight for you. They have aggressive feelings towards you, I want to say. But the feelings are far more thought than they are felt. So they're kind of fooling themselves, basically, because they project so much onto you. They are in this weird energy where they don't feel as though they are being appreciated for who they are. But I don't see you being appreciated. I don't see them doing anything to make you feel appreciated for. It's just a weird thing. So I really sense as though this is a person that has a tendency to lie towards themselves. Whatever is going on within this person, they project it onto you, and then they blame you, and this is this nasty energy you just want to get away from, okay? How are they viewing themselves? Holy shit, what are you guys dealing with? But yeah, it would make sense. Some of you, yeah. Okay. This is one of those situations where tension is just building up, and the two of you may even just end up in bed to just shack this energy out. All right. It pops up like this. I mean, how can you have so much tension and then an ace of wands? Oh, I mean, it's just one of those situations where you get so, how can I explain it? It's like both of you are carrying on so much within you, and then you get turned on, and then you just fuck it off. Okay, fair enough. Some people do that. Yeah. So what do you see here? You see yourself. What the hell, Scorpio? How can you see yourself? Why do you see yourself as the Knight of Wands in reverse? Right, Scorpio. So this is what I have to say. You're so angry, a little bit. I'm not angry. They have more anger on them. Their energies are quite more heavy. You're just so bored. You want to be celebrated. You just want some attention. Okay, that's all I say. You want some attention. You want physical attention as well. You want to be acknowledged. You want to be recognized. You want to flirt. And some of you, I will say, you might not want to hear this. Some of you want to do this to hurt the other person. It's not. You have your reasons as to why you want to do this. The person you're dealing with, they're not sleeping well. They are fighting monsters. They're just, either what the hell are they going through? They're not doing well, okay? And the reason why they're not doing well is because they're going through, again, because they're projecting so much onto them, they are now reaching this point where it's coming very soon, at least, where they will have to face their own demons. They feel as though they're fighting demons with you. What? They're not fighting you, Scorpio. They're fighting their own demons. Do you know? It's their own demons they're bloody fighting. It's not you. And they have a fucked up headache. They are really, I mean, this person is possibly a little bit paranoid sometimes. And they're also terrified of you. This person is so much in their head. So they are terrified of you and they feel they have to fight you off, but they're terrified of themselves. Jesus. So they have headaches. And you just want to, Scorpio, this is where you show your power, but you want to win the power battle. Even though you know there's no winner in this situation, you still want to win. And the way you're going to win is that you're going to go out and you want to have sex. And you don't care who you hurt in the way. Please don't do that. But, you know, you just had enough. And if it's not sex, then it's in your work, okay? I mean, how many wands can you have on your side? Are you sexually frustrated? What do we have in your intentions? How is this possible, guys? All right, so we're going through a bit of an enlightenment process between the two of you. We will see how this works out. Now, what are your intentions? Queen of Cups and the King of Cups in reverse. So you want to go and you want to find the person that is right for you, someone that's sweet, kind, caring, and maybe even a water sign. You want someone who understands you. You want love. But you may want it a bit too quick, right? So please, you can't come in, Scorpio, you can't come in as a Knight of Wands with a Queen of Cups. All right, this is just not work, but this is your intentions. Now, you're also just gonna focus on yourself for a little bit here. And for some of you Scorpios, again, I see you, please be mindful that you don't do this to hurt the other person. I cannot say not. Please do not go into something where it is to like get a rebound or anything just to hurt this person. Don't do that. So yeah, be kind, be caring. Don't do any drama. Don't do drama. Stay away from drama. The person you're dealing with, they're not going to give in to this situation. They're going to focus on their own clarity. They're going to focus on the devils that they are fighting here on them for themselves, right? Because I mean, what the hell is going on between the two of you? Most likely outcomes. So expect breadcrumbs from this person here, and they're not going to give you all the answers. They will say, they may confuse you a bit more. So yeah, they're not going to give into this. Most likely outcome, we have, yeah, this is going to be something that's dropped on the floor because this is just no. For the next couple of days, expect that this is just not going to be a priority and it's going to be up and down and it's just going to be, no. This person that you're dealing with, they have a lot of headaches, they are sleeping like shit, and they could be projecting their focus onto their work and making you not a priority. So yeah, wonderful. Sorry, it's just for this. I do get positive readings, okay? I do get them, but when I get them like this, it's just how it is. It's just cleaning up, okay? But then if you were a wonderful relationship, you probably wouldn't come to tarot anyway. I can tell you for a fact, a lot of times I can watch readings and I can place myself in the energies at some point in my life. So like I was at that timeline at some point. Just like, you know, Victoria said then, like you recognize that. You get the shock and the panic. Please be mindful that you don't sabotage yourself with all the anger and lashing that you have within you. I mean, because you're triggered. This person triggers you, so you get angry. Use that anger to like purify and clear out your space, your mental space as well. Not self-sabotaging yourself and the person that you're dealing with as well. Keep a a laser sharp focus about what it is that you want, but set your intentions. Because if you don't, if this takes, I mean, if you set your intentions only to hurt both of you, you basically just fucking each other over and hurting yourself in the process. I mean, good luck coming out of this one. Sorry, personal opinion there. All right, we are on to Sagittarius. He's gonna get me a donut here. I know I look like an idiot when I eat it like this, but don't want to get involved with chocolate dry. But they're so greasy but they're so good. Right. It's a very life essential food there. Donut with chocolate. It's very, it's very crucial to get your chocolate. Chocolate is proven to be very good for the emotional health, keeps you balanced, keeps you happy. Yeah. I mean, I would say like at least once a month. If your woman is not, I don't know, so I'm not gonna go there, but I can speak for myself because I go werewolf. I call my womanlyhood a werewolf cycle. When the full moon comes, I need chocolate. If you want to keep me calm, get me some chocolate. Otherwise, I may eat you. So let's see here. What do we have for the Saggy? Why is it playing Hare Krishna now? What do we have for Sagittarius? Sagittarius 15 til den 18. 15 til den 18. Ja. Sagittarius. 15 til den 18. 15 til den 18. Sagittarius. 15 til den 18. Yes, guys, I'm saying the dates in Danish because that's easier for me. 15 til den 18. Sagittarius. Messages Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with. Crosstalk of a Sag rising. I warn you, Victoria. Yeah, I don't know if I am capable of doing the cross watches because if I see negative, I'm gonna point it out. Or not negative, challenge. Sagittarius, overall energy between you and the person you're dealing with. You have the Queen of Wands. I like it, but it comes with the Hierophant in reverse. So let's check that out. What the hell is going on between the two of you? There is something going on between the Queen and the King of Wands. The Queen and the King of Wands have popped up continuously today. All right, Sadie. And we have the power couple. They are here again. There we go. I'm starting to love all the things I hate. Sweet, sweet destiny. Sweet, sweet jealousy. Never be the best of me. I have started to love the things that I hate. I love that. Right, so what do we have here? Oh God, the two of you are also... All right, let's go to it. Overall energy, we do have the Queen of Wands, which is the exact same position as Taurus, I think it was. Or was it Gemini? Can't remember. Someone else got this exact same position. Comes with the King of Wands. So the two of you may differ in terms of your value systems. Those systems that you come from where you grew up and all that, right? Maybe your parents raised you in a particular way and their parents raised them in a particular way. You could have different cultural backgrounds. So you clash a little bit sometimes in regards to what you believe. This could even be as simple as, I know, I'm going to say it as it is. Men and women are different. I mean, we're all different, but there are some, let's just face it. For instance, think of the Me Too environment movement, right? That's about women starting to speak up. Being a woman has significantly, you're raised differently as a woman than a man. I was raised differently than my brothers, also because of our different context and all that. But those differences can matter, right? So for some of you, it's also just your differences in terms of what you value. I don't know why I got that, but I just got that for you. All right, let's see here. What do we have? How do they view you? How do you view them? Said you view them as someone that you want to marry. You view them as the Queen of Pentacles. This is your future husband, wifey, right? So I'm gonna definitely go back. This Sag, hold on, guys. This may be a bit long one for the Sag, but there's something going on here, especially with the Hierophant and the Queen of Wands up here. And no, it's not a free party situation. It's a different thing, and I'm gonna have to dive into it. But yeah, you view them as someone that you want to settle down with. You see them as organized. It's beautiful. Your person you're dealing with, they are seeing you as someone. They see you as the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They see you as someone that is God, what is up with the two of you? They see you as someone who sometimes may not understand your own worth. And also someone that's very difficult to live up to, you know? I don't think the two of you communicate clearly about your long-term goals here, right? They may even sometimes question whether or not you're even single. Or, I mean, if it's not single like that. It's just they feel as though you leave them alone a lot of the time, you know? It's just, sometimes they look at you as though you don't understand your own worth. And therefore you work a lot. Because you show up as someone who's extremely focused on your work and on your plan, on like you have a plan for everything, you know where you want to go. And you may not sleep that well, you know? It's like you might even be fighting something here. And what you might be fighting is actually something related to your work. Oh God, this Harry Styles song, the Sweet Creature is playing right now. Yeah. It's hard when we argue, we both stubborn, I know. So yeah, this person you're dealing with, they see you as that. But you also someone who set your standards very, very high, Sachi. So they also sometimes get a bit feel as though they don't know if they can even live up to your standards. But and the way you feel about them, that's a weird thing. You feel as though they give you a bloody headache. You feel as though this is over. So even though you look at them as this is the person you want to be with, you feel as though this is over. So I'm also gonna clarify that. And the way that they, God damn it, what the hell is going on with you guys? Their feelings towards you is that they want to cheer on you. They believe in you, Sachi. They really care for you. So this is gonna be fun. I don't think the two of you are communicating clearly. I don't think you're communicating honestly with each other. And that is what brings about this challenging energy. So guys, it's gonna be a long one for Sachi, but this because it's I really feel pulled towards doing that. So yeah. Here's the thing, you feel a strong pull, almost like a spiritual pull. You don't even have words for it, Sachi, but you feel so pulled towards this person that you're dealing with. But you don't know why. Basically, you don't know why. It's almost like a mystery to you. And the person that you're dealing with, that's a bloody fucking thing. Look at the two of you. Do you see these things? Do you see these? We have two power couples. Do you see this? We have the King and the Queen of Wands. We have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Your person wants to cheer on you. They want to be there for you. They want to... God, they really want you. They also... The thing is that they are... Where you don't feel as though you have the words to explain why you feel this pull towards this person, the person that you're dealing with, they have the pull. But, I mean, the two of you could be spiritually different, right? You could be more spiritual than this person, or vice versa, whatever. Although you show up with the feminine energy here, right? But the funny thing is that you show up as the person who don't quite know how to formulate. But that's also the feminine energy. The feminine energy doesn't have a language. The masculine energy does. So the person you're dealing with, they know how to explain. They know how to put things into words. They also they're also someone who they have a lot of leadership about them. And that's why they want to take charge of this connection. But it's like they understand that they have to take a step back. And that is why this is why we have this cultural clash I get up here. So even though the energy between the two of you are flourishing, it's not really moving into any kind of long-term thing right now, because your person here is taking a step back, and by the way, they're heartbroken. They're heartbroken. Just so you know that. How are you looking at yourself? It's actually, you're not doing that great. You're very much no, you're doing great, but you kind of hit on your sense of security here. You focus on your material world. You don't want to be on the outside. You feel as though things are not going in your favor, and you sometimes have possibly a tendency to point fingers outwards. Now, others of you, it's a legal situation that's going on here that's not really going in your favor, but you're not trusting here. You don't trust. Or at least you need some more time. And for you to trust, you will trust when you feel safe in your material world. You know what I mean? Yeah, you have a new adventure here possibly as well that is helping you. I mean, in your work there might be some kind of a new adventure here going on, and you're taking that. You're going on that adventure. So you right now you're putting yourself first. The person that you're dealing with, they are actually quite happy. They're heartbroken because the two of you are not embracing each other right now, but they are happy. They are enough on their own. And that is also when they are in this, but also, well, they want to cheer on you, but they sometimes also feel as though they're being taken a little bit for granted here. So the two of you are in a conflict in regards to how you move into the future. Dang it, this is a complicated reading. What are your intentions? Your intentions are to focus on your career right now. You put yourself first right now. And for some of you, you are also moving. Now, Saji, there's also another situation for some of you. Hold on, I'm going to tell you. Hold on. And their intentions is to... God damn it. Okay. So this is your turn now. Okay. Their intention is to continue to support you and cheer on you. Okay? That's it. Now, Saji, I want to point out another story I'm getting here. I'm just going to mention it very, very, very quickly, and that is that of a secret affair. That's going to be the second one here. Sorry, Saji did second. There's also energies popping up here of someone having a secret affair. That's Saji, you are actually married. And that you're seeing this as that you have been on a rebound. I picked up on this summer as well, where someone here went on a rebound with someone, and now that situation is coming to an end. Because Sagittarius, you're actually going home to your husband or your wife. Showed up as going home to your husband, basically, but you know. There was a king and a queen of pentacles and a king and a queen of wands, alright? So let's move on to... Well, that's just for a very small portion. That's the storyline that came up from last summer as well. Sagittarius were on a hunt, yeah, but that is this is a storyline. I picked up on that before. It started this summer. Apparently it came back here. I haven't been away from that for a very long time. But that was basically about a Sagittarius starting a very quickly rebound, and yeah. So we have Capricorn. Yeah. Embrace the transition in whatever it is that you're going through, Sagittarius. Alright, that's it. Sagittarius. No, Capricorn. Capricorn. Let's move on to the Capricorn. Sorry for that complicated reading, Sagittarius. Give me one for the Capricorn. Yep, Capricorn, this is going to be interesting. Oh, God damn it. I don't want to pick up on that storyline for Sagittarius again. It was such no. So let's give Capricorn here. Show me messages for the Capricorn and the person the Capricorn is dealing with. What is up with the Wands energy, guys? Floral energy. King of Swords. Wonderful. Now, isn't that beautiful? This is basically celibacy. So let's look into it. Well, by that I mean, especially in terms of love, the King and the Queen of Swords, they don't have sex. What do we have? Where are you, Kelly? The Fool? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? No, Sam, what about now? Now you hear me? How on earth did that happen? I noticed. Huh. So the song playing for Capricorn right now is a Midnight Sky by Miley Cyrus. And that's the energy I'm picking up on for the Capricorn. I don't belong to anyone. I don't need to be loved by you. This is Capricorn. Capricorn is coming up here right now as a very, very Miley Cyrus energy. I don't need to be loved by anyone. This is basically a bit of a fighter here. But we want something new. You possibly, yeah, as I said, you're moving into long-term stability in your material world here. And I really got that Miley Cyrus here. I don't need to be loved by you. I don't need anyone. Because we have the King of Swords. So the energy between you are using your head over your heart, not being a. Why am I getting all these badass songs for Capricorn? Next one is Ball and Biscuit by White Stripes. Right. So Cappy, yeah, you view the person that you're dealing with, you view them as someone who is wounded, basically. You're also looking at them as someone who's possibly waiting around for you, even though they're wounded, but you're not even engaging in it. You want something new. Right? You don't want this. I mean, maybe you do. We'll look into that, but you're not this showing up a bit as a fool, but it's because you have this fresh new energy. Now, the person you're dealing with, they have the 10 of Cups. They are an absolute wish fulfillment. And they view you as the hermit. So there's definitely distance between the two of you. They view you as someone that's going on a soul journey, and that the two of you are distant from each other. Gabby, you're a bit arrogant. Sorry. No, not arrogant like that, but it's just because you see them as someone waiting for you, and they see you as someone that's distant. How the hell can they show up with the bloody 10 of Cups? How can they be happy? right? And maybe because you're falling into the cliff onto them. But let's see here. Your emotions about for them is that they're a bit up and down. They're moving forward. You're no longer stuck in any kind of route here. And you are happy. I mean, when you think of this person, they do make you happy. But they're still a bit up and down. How can I say it? It's like your emotions for this person, they're up in the air. You haven't quite decided what you want to do yet. And that's because you have this energy of you don't belong to anyone. Okay? You have a lot of freedom here with you. You haven't really decided what you want in regards to this person, but you see them as waiting for you. You also, the challenge is also here is because you may see them as someone that's wounded, okay? And you're not gonna let your heart dictate this. And they see you as someone that's on a soul journey. The emotions for you are very heavy. They're tired. When it comes to you, they're tired. They're not in peace, and I think this person, there's a lot of drama in regards to this. How the hell can they feel like this for you? Well, they want to be vulnerable with you. The two of you could have been at a power battle with each other. And now they come to this situation where they are so tired. They've been carrying a lot of burdens on their shoulder in regards to you, Carrie, and now they want to release this, right? They're seeing you as someone who has basically left them. They want to be vulnerable with you. But at the same, because they see happiness with you. But at the same time, I think they're afraid of you. So, how are you viewing yourself in this situation here? You're viewing yourself as confused. I mean, you could be spying a little bit on this person. Let's just face it. But I don't see you feeling any love for this. Not right now. Your feelings are up in the air. You may have fun with this person, but you're undecided basically about what it is that you want. I don't think that you pay a lot of attention to it as well, to be honest. I really see you being. Yeah, you may come off as an idiot. I don't see you being it, but I can imagine you popping off as an idiot to some people right now. But the thing is, okay, some signs just get a reputation of being idiots, and Capricorns are one of them. I came off as a bloody idiot today. I was an idiot, but then I apologized. I was tired. Aquarius and Capricorns are always in the risk of being, and Pisces even. I think all signs, but some signs are more. I will say Aquarius and Capricorns and Sagittarius are always in the risk of being called narcissistic ghosters. In my experience, they are always there. And Cancers are always in the risk of being called idiots and selfish. I can do an entire video about the stigma surrounding each sign when they break up, where sometimes it's not valid. You know, like Gemini is being called. They're probably being called narcissistic abusers as well, but most of the time they're just very much in their head. Okay, I have not met a Gemini that's not changes their mind a lot, and that's just how Geminis are. And Scorpio is being called intense, all right, but that's Scorpion energy. Okay, guys, it's a question about compatibility. Having to accept people for who they are. And then, of course, there's some that are toxic, but we're everywhere. Now, Cabby, the way that the person you're dealing with, they view themselves as being faced with a significant decision when it comes to you right now. They're feeling such a strong pull towards you. Especially also, they really feel a strong pull, and they have to make a decision, but they don't know what to do. And they want to be vulnerable with you, but they're basically digging their own grave right now. So even though they feel happy with you, they're also terrified of you. And what they're terrified of is also being slave to you. You could come off as extremely powerful, possibly because you have a plan about where you want to go. So they don't know what to do. They don't feel as though they have clarity in this situation either. So what are your intentions here? I mean, this is a power struggle, okay? The person you're dealing with, they're afraid, they're scared of you, Cabby, because you. I would love this. I would, if I saw this energy, I would love this. But I can imagine someone being scared of you. What are your intentions? Your intentions is to go by your value system. No, and you don't deal with drama. You don't want drama. You want what you want that makes you happy. You have settled with the past. You're not gonna live in fantasy land. You're gonna trust your intuition. You're not gonna want any kind of toxicity, which this person may sometimes could contribute with, especially in the sense if they still want to, like, I mean, you could have been dealing with someone that has a tendency to just come in and out and all of that. Yeah, and then we have the Queen of Wands and again. What are their intentions? What are their intentions? Their intentions is the bloody Queen of Pentacles. What is up with the King and the Queen of Wands? This is the second fucking time. Third time. I cannot even deal. So yeah. Oh, okay. Let's just, yeah, their intentions are to, as I see it right now, they want to focus on themselves. They're gonna, things are not really gonna progress here. This person is very much focused on getting their, staying grounded, working on their own self-worth, building themselves up, getting out of any kind of confusing energy. There may be something they have to take care of in other areas of your life. And for some of you guys, this person is married. And that is why you're not continuing with this. And that's why this person could be they could be scared of you if they found out that you know that they were married. The most likely outcome here is the devil in reverse. So this is an absolute release of toxic ties. This is not really going to grow forward. I don't see it. As this is being let go of. This is not going to grow. Because it's not in alignment. It's not the right thing. Especially for those of you, Cabby, who have managed to find yourself in a situation where you find out that they're married. You're letting it go. Because it's like you have this value system that says you don't deal with people who are married. Simple as that. So, an animal for Cabby, and then we're going to go on to Aquarius. And Aretha Franklin is playing right now. Yeah, listen to the music. The music for you is I Say a Little Prayer by Aretha Franklin. And the tiger. Listen to your intuition and start speaking up, Cabby, okay? Start speaking up. Don't be afraid. And sing your song and whatever that may mean to you. So let's go on to Aquarius. Yeah. That was a nice, powerful reading for you, because the last time I did one for Cabby, it was actually quite depressing. So we have one for Aquarius. Yeah, there's going to be a collective at the end of it. I always do a collective. Even though I'm on for a very long time. Some readings are quick and some are not. I forgot. I can write down Cabby. Aquarius. Cabby, no, Aquarius. Aquarius. What do we have overall energy for the Aquarius? We have Two of Cups. Beautiful. Are you kidding me? Of course, it can't be that perfect. Of course it can't. Alright. Did I sit on my music? El Presidente, yeah. Alright, that's beautiful. Now, what do we have here for you as your Solar Tower? Alright, here's the thing. We have Two of Cups, so this is absolutely beautiful energy, Aquarius. But the challenge is that you are faced with a very significant decision that requires you to listen to your own voice and standing in your own power. You feel a strong pull towards this decision that you have to make, is also just in regards to this person here. But as always, right, you view them as you may have a tendency to project something onto this person. You feel a strong pull, you feel in alignment, you feel as though this is basically is very, very strong soulmate, that you are so alike. You can't, you basically like looking in a mirror, and therefore you're projecting onto them. Okay, so this is scary. And when faced with this decision, it's scary, not feeling a pull, but how can I explain it? It feels as though you don't trust this person, because sometimes you don't trust yourself, because it's like looking in a mirror. They are bringing forth all of that which you don't trust about yourself, but you feel so pulled towards them, and you admire them, and you care about it. And the two of you are absolutely in alignment. Look at this. It's absolutely beautiful, Aquarius. I love it. But it's very common that you get scared when you meet yourself. It's very, very scary meeting yourself. So scary. Where are you? Where's the person that you're dealing with? You're dealing with someone in the 10 of Swords, right? This is a person they're tired. They're tired. Okay. They've been through a lot of stress. They have been in their head for a long time. They are reaching this point where it's about. I mean, if they don't sleep now, they're gonna get sick. So we will look into that in a minute. But not like that. It's just they're tired, but they are finally coming out of it. They're finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. How are they viewing you? They are just as confused. I mean, this is a typical mirror situation. They see you as the 7 of Swords in reverse. So how can I say, Aquarius is not. No, please be patient with me here. They see you as they show up as sometimes mistaking you for someone that wants to trap them, but they still know that it's not what's happening. Okay. So I return to silence. If I see a sign in the sky tonight, the song playing for you. If you want to know how this person is dealing with seeing you, listen to the song "A Trick of the Light" by Villagers. They are also they're like the both of you are fucking mirroring each other. It's not even a joke, and the both of you are lying to yourself. But at the same time, it's like you know it, and that's a good thing. Your feelings towards this person is there. You want to invest here. You actually do. And their feelings towards you is that they consider you to be a healing energy. You're healing each other. The presence of mirroring, I mean, you're healing each other. You're learning from them, Aquarius. And the way that you're learning is actually that by watching them, by watching yourself in them, you heal. Because they provide that mirror to you. And you also then come to see what you like and what you sometimes feel, all right, I need to learn to love that about myself. In that you want to work with them. You also want to get to know them more. But yeah, the person that you're dealing with, they consider you to be they feel a calm with you. That's the weird thing. They have the temperance. They do really feel calm with you. And it's the same energy of they are also becoming enlightened by interacting with you. How are you looking at yourself in this connection? You do know, you are aware that there are some kind of a self-sabotaging energies. Sometimes you are aware that both of you bring conflict to the table, and you are aware that best thing would be to leave this behind and to choose you before you choose them. And the way that you feel about this, you want to fight for this actually, but at the same time you want to protect yourself. This is so weird. You sometimes feel as though you will have to defend yourself, okay, against this person, or the way that what they're projecting onto you and how you project onto them. You are aware of it. This is just a heavy energy, right? You feel as though you have to fight. You have to fight for yourself, but you know why it is that you're doing it. So it's not a surprise to you. You know there's going to be empty victories in this. You know that. You are aware of it. So it's beautiful. How are they viewing themselves? Your person, God damn it, this is the same thing. Your person, they are also very, very aware that they project onto you. They know that their wounds are also your wounds, and they know it. They see themselves as having a distorted perspective as well. So you are actually working together, releasing things. And there are a lot of miscommunications between you. How are they feeling? They see themselves as an empress, pre-empress basically. They see themselves as having a high self-worth here. So they stand up for themselves. So where you feel, here's the thing. Where you feel as though you have to defend yourself, they don't feel that they have. They feel that they acquire quite a lot. So this is where you are like clashing. You have not quite reached that stage there, Aquarius, meaning that kind of self-worth, that kind of strong, it could be a Virgo, a earth sign, doesn't have to be, but it's just you haven't quite reached that calmness. You're far more fiery. And this scares you. This understanding of your own worth that they bring to the table. So this is interesting. But you are aware of it, right? So what do we have here in your intentions? Now your intentions, yeah, to heal, all right, to try and stay optimistic even though it's not the easiest thing. You're not, yeah, there's still some kind of a shame that you need to, all right, your intention is to go back possibly to work on your childhood, meaning that there may be some kind of a wound that you're carrying with you from, could be a parent or just someone somewhere down the line, someone in your environment that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, someone that was very self-absorbed, wanted to take charge of everything, and then you felt controlled by this person. And the way you felt controlled was that they kind of shamed you into something. Your intentions here are to work on that, so you don't throw yourself into something without seeing the red flags. Your person's intentions are to take things slow. I mean, this is a fun thing. Your person show up as a bit stronger than you, Aquarius, slight stronger, meaning that they want to take things slow. They have a method, and that is also what scares you. The fact that they come with a method is what scares you, because that reminds you of that shaming, most likely outcome. And that's where you feel as though you have to defend yourself. Most likely outcome here. It's gonna come out of the cold. It's gonna be a victory. It's gonna grow, but it's there's gonna be some cycles that needs to be closed out first. All right. Here we have the King of Wands again. There's some ego conflicts here. The two of you will have to work out before you reach that stage. So it's gonna come out of the cold. All right. In that case, if you two have been in lack mentality for a while, it's not going to be there for long. Let's pull an animal and then go on to Pisces. What do we have for Aquarius? 2 hours in. Okay. Well, I got on early, so. Vulture, it's time to clear up, and it's also with the tiger, time to clean up your space. Physically, basically, but also mentally, emotionally. Clean up your space. Trust your intuition. Now, you may sometimes, what do you think when you think of a tiger? This is basically the high priestess listening to your intuition. And don't be scared. There's something here that's lurking around you, and it scares the fuck out of you. Don't be scared. Your spaces are being cleaned up. Your energies are being cleaned up. It's fine. For some of you, it could also help if you cleaned up physical. But your physical, like if you have a lot of mess going on, I don't know, clean up your basement or something like that. So, yeah, let's move on to Pisces. Dealing with a Pisces moon. I'm just looking, there was a fish right here. So we're on to Pisces. Go with the flow. When you're just in a happy space. That's beautiful, Lynn. That's beautiful. That's that thing about being in, different timelines. Oh, here comes the what is that song called? I get so emotional. I get away. How can I say it? transport myself whenever this song comes on. Over the Rainbow, over the Rainbow by Israel. You know that guy from Hawaii. Takes me to my happy place. Pisces and that person the Pisces are dealing with. Pisces person that Pisces is dealing with. Pisces is quite content. Person that Pisces. Oh, right, maybe not. Pisces, the person that Pisces is dealing with. Person that Pisces is dealing with. Pisces. Why is it that Pisces always have this? Sometimes they have this dreamy energy, huh? What do we have for Pisces? Okay, Pisces. What's overall for you and the person that you're dealing with? Coming behind conflict and smiling again. Also the Queen of Pentacles. You're staying grounded. Have you been fighting as well? Because you're not seeing eye to eye with someone. Or with someone. Yeah, we've been through this before, haven't we, Pisces? In your other readings. What do we have here for you? What do we have here? Where's Pisces right now? You're the pre-empress. You're the pre-empress. You're doing absolutely beautiful. Person you're dealing. Oh no, Pisces. All right, guys, please look at it. Pisces, if this reading is gonna resonate with you, you gotta check out your mid-monthly. It's up tomorrow. Give me a minute here. Oh, sweetheart. Okay, Pisces. Yeah, if this reading resonates with you, it's time to watch your mid-monthly reading, because this is a bit of a situation where there's no victory. There's no winners here. You show us a pre-empress. You know your worth. All right. You know what you want. You have worked very, very, very hard to come up to this stage, Pisces. You know your worth. You're not gonna settle with anything, and that is absolutely fine. That doesn't make you a bad person, because you're rejecting someone. Okay, you are rejecting someone, and they are having a hissy fit, Pisces. So cross watch it. This may not be for you. Panda. Sorry, I was listening to the song. Because I'm gonna piss off this person that Pisces is dealing with. Pisces is saying no. Okay? And the person they're saying no to is having a massive hissy fit. And the reason why they're having a hissy fit, it's not because they're a bad person or drama or anything like that. It's because this is triggering emotional wounds. Heavy emotional wounds. You are dealing with a Page of Cups. Do you see the difference of maturity here? This does not, I mean, a pre-empress does not date a Page of Cups. It's just that. This is in love, all right? Doesn't necessarily have to be love, but you're just pissing someone. You're hurting someone. This person has been possibly very in love with you, but may not be you that they were in love with. It was possibly the idea of you, Pisces. So that is why they are flipping out right now. You view them as a headache. You also view them as this is something that's over. You've been in your head about it, but it's over. For you, this is over. Song playing for you right now is it Bruce Springsteen? Dancing in the Dark, sung by Amy McDonald. Yeah, it's like you want something more. It's like this is not, you can't deal with these kind of emotional immaturity. You want something more stable for yourself. They view you as they not even viewing you. This is so weird. They view you as unenlightened. Is that even a word? Possibly as they're projecting everything onto you. They view you as But they view you as someone that brings a lot of healing with you, okay? And they want that healing energy. So when you're saying no, they go crazy. And then they project everything that's dramatic within themselves onto you. So this resonates. Please check out your mid-monthly reading, okay? I go over a lot of it there. So how are you feeling about this person? You feel tight. You feel stuck. You feel like you can't escape because of the drama that they're bringing. I mean, a page of cups, you can be fucking 90 and be a page of cups in reverse. This is just someone who has a lot of emotional wounds from childhood. They have not healed. They're feeling left out by you. And that's the thing. You're triggering abandonment issues in this person here. And they want to fight because they want to cling on. And yeah. That brings in this anti-victory. So, no. You're viewing yourself, you view yourself as a person that brings the tower. You know this. And that is why you feel stuck to the situation, because you have this pre-empress energy. Man, woman doesn't really matter here. So you understand that you have a clear understanding of the pain and the headache that this is bringing, but you know you're bringing the tower. You know you're bringing the ending. And you're aware of it, right? And that is what brings you into this being in your head about it. You're in your head about the situation, but you don't feel the same. They are not able to see clearly. They have the magician here. They see themselves as confused. They can't focus right. They also feel sometimes a bit of a fool. They feel like an idiot. And then they project it onto you sometimes, and then they start shaming themselves. There's a lot of wounds here that needs to be addressed in this person. It's not because they're, not a bad person. Check out your mid-monthly reading if this resonates. I go over it there, because do not call judgment on this person here. There's a reason for this, okay? And I go over it in the mid-monthly reading. So let's see here. What do we have in your intentions? Yeah, but the thing is that you understand, you have you know what's going on here. There's a reason why you are removing yourself, Pisces, and that's because you see this. You see this person having this tendency, and you don't want to mislead them anymore. So yeah, and because your emotions are not growing for them. So what are your intentions here for this person? You feel a strong soulmate tie to this person. Right now, you have a significant decision to make. Oh, yeah, that's okay, guys. You have a significant decision to make, which may bring in some kind of an unhappiness, okay? You know it. It's not easy, and that's why you're going to take things a bit slow here. As I see, you are in your head about it. You don't quite know what to do yet. You don't. So I'm not really seeing. I see you making a decision to leave. What it's gonna happen? All right, check out your mid-monthly reading, because it's not gonna be. Things are gonna complicate, because you're considering leaving in a way that may not be clearly understood to this person. So the person that you're dealing with here. They're gonna try and take control of the situation, because it's this is part of their plan. And they will not see clearly. So please check out your mid-monthly reading. I can't go over here. What do we have as most likely outcome? Heavy burdens, absolute heavy burdens, and some emotional baggage that needs to be released. A lot of emotional healing, because it's not really going to grow. So yeah, let's pull an animal, and I will repeat myself. Check out the mid-monthly reading. Is up tomorrow, because this is the exact same narrative that plays out there. What do we have for you guys? What's it? Whoop. I just want to be always nighttime and stay in my bed, not talk to anyone. I don't know. I have this magic that happens whenever I go to sleep. It's like where my brain wakes up and reminds me of everything I didn't get done. Terrible. Yeah. This is an energy of the advice here is that, guess, fish, go with the flow. Be mindful. Have compassion, but also towards yourself. Question yourself about how it is that how are you yourself? How are you going to do this? Guys, how can I say this? Have empathy, have compassion, but don't throw your idea of what empathy is onto this other person, right? I strongly advise you see the mid-monthly reading, because there may be confusion happening between you and this person, because there's a challenge in putting yourself into the shoes of another person. You may come with all the care and love that you want for this person here, Pisces, but you may be evaluating the situation based on your own past hurt. So you may sometimes be blind to see why this person is doing what they're doing, and the two of you may not even have the same wound, right? So please be careful not to do that. Look at things from a broader perspective. So yeah, let's move into the mid-monthly reading. Not mid-monthly reading. Let's move into the collective, right? I know Saturn is tied to our parents and our home. I think it's karma. Saturn is tied to Capricorn. Do you know what energy is Saturn in tarot? The world. It's the world. Saturn is the energy of the world. It's about bringing closure to things. That's what Saturn does. If you want a bit of a course on the different planets, I can give you that, guys. And I know the Saturn energy very, very well. It's basically my ruling planet along with Pluto. I have been so blessed with my birth chart. Pluto and Neptune. No, Saturn, Pluto, and Neptune. Oh, where's my Saturn? I think it's in Sagittarius. All right, let's get to the collective. I'm just gonna get my cards here. Saturn is Capricorn, I think. No, Pisces have Neptune, but traditionally they have Jupiter. It is Aquarius and Capricorn that traditionally share Saturn. But Aquarius have been given Uranus, which is the Fool, by the way. If any of you are interested in those kind of things. What you can always think of, how can I say this? Jupiter. If any of you are interested in a little story while I recharge here. Jupiter is the story of fate, and Saturn is the story of the father. And here we have the Emperor. Isn't that funny? Saturn is the father. Oh God, this is a long story. But Jupiter is about expansion and enlightenment and about being born with a destiny, right? For instance, was it Zeus or something like that? I can't remember what. All right, Saturn, if we go back to one of the narratives I use, Saturn was the father that ate up a lot of the planets. And then Jupiter was born as a son of Saturn, but protected by the mother, because Jupiter was born with the destiny of having to liberate his brothers and sisters from their father. So Jupiter is being born with a destiny and having to expand and to liberate and all that, and to challenge Saturn. But Jupiter is always expansive. Think of it like when Jupiter is at play, it's always expanding. It's like, I mean, Jupiter should possibly be Aries sign, but it's not. But it's always like everywhere. It's like fire. But there's Sagittarius, all right? So Saturn is the energy that comes and brings structure. So to Jupiter, don't become inflated, basically, right? That's basically what you have in these. If you want to understand Saturn is basic for me. The Saturn energy is about This similar to Pluto about. Right, it's great you have expanded. Well, right, can I say Jupiter and Sagittarius is in your 9th house, and your 9th house is about enlightenment and expansion and having learned your karmic lessons, right? So when you have first started clearing out, you're basically all over the place. When you then start feeling so much fire and so much, you feel as though you want to align with yourself, Saturn comes and says, let's put that into boxes so you can then work on those. So you can start working towards what it feels like is your life purpose, right? That's what Saturn is about, among others. So it's not a bad energy. Saturn is just an energy that says no. That's the entire thing. It's an energy that says restrict yourself. Don't go overboard. Saturn Pisces people are serious about things like spirituality. What on earth is a Saturn Pisces person? I mean, there are different understandings of what is spirituality. Spirituality to me is similar to like religion. It's something personal. So it's about your own growth. You study these things for your own growth. Personal opinion here. Yeah. That is why you should love Saturn. But it really depends on who you are. Saturn teaches you to deal with disappointment. And we all need to learn with disappointment, because if you can't deal with no, you become bloody all over the place. So, all right, I need to focus on the collective. Messages for the collective. Just basic message. May not have to be love, just basic message. We're going to go one of the deep ones again. Right, so should we do like a deep reading? We should do a deep reading, shall we? Yeah, we're going to do a deep reading. You have difficult? I do too. I think a lot of people do, you know. There's a positive in everything. If anything I have learned, then is to, when you have difficult placements, it's not to use them to like, oh, fuck, my life is screwed. It's just, oh, well, could be worse. Right, let's do a collective reading here for you guys. What do I have for you? Oh, it's a plant. All you have to do is call and I'll be there. You got a friend in me, Carol Kings. Guys, messages for the collective. Messages. Just basically messages for you guys. Okay, we will dive into that. I'm just going to do some more shuffling. All right, there's a lot of shuffling that needs to go on here. You can just chat. Why are you so silent today? Normally you just go chatty. Isn't it amazing with the clarity? I think it's so amazing. Isn't the sound better as well? Can you hear me clearly? I'm gonna get a microphone soon, like a proper microphone. But isn't it better? Of your French teacher. I would take that as a compliment. Not that I speak French. But putain de merde. Collectively. There's nothing, I mean, come on, let's just face it. Good teachers are bloody life saviors. A bad teacher can fuck you up for life. A good teacher can save you. They're so important with good teachers. Your new French teacher is awful. How old are you? Awful. And I have to say, there are some teachers that are terrible. I once had a teacher when I was a child. She would come in and she would discuss her divorce with the children. My mom, I found out later, my mom was almost killing her sometimes. You're 17. Oh, still, but how long are you going to be in there? My friend mostly teaches. I need to fix my ring there. Okay, hold on, something happened. There must be a reason for that. My ring just broke. I'm gonna have to do the glue. Okay. Messages for the collector, yeah. I mean, I couldn't solve a math puzzle even if it was dancing naked in front of me. I don't know math. Suck at math. Once had a teacher who told me the reason why I didn't know math was because I was a girl. Okay, that's great motivation. He wasn't normal. All right, he wasn't normal. The collective. All right, there we go. And please be patient with me as I lay it out for you guys. I'm gonna get my oracles ready for you as well. All right, guys. Messages in collective. What messages do you have for the collective here? Messages for the collective. Yeah, but guys, you come here from all ages. It's beautiful. Messages for the collective. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Guys, messages for the collective, yeah. Isn't it strange how people can change? Yes. Okay, we're gonna need to talk a little bit about this, guys. You know, if you're not new here, I'm sometimes a bit rough. Not rough. I try to do my best to sugarcoat sometimes, but we will dive into it. All right. But if there's something I do point it out, there are beautiful things, and that's tarot. All right. It gives beautiful things, and then it gives sometimes challenging things, and it's about growing. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you here. There's something very. Oh, I like this, guys. You're gonna have victory. You're gonna be victorious in uncovering the mystery of a situation here in your life. I'm gonna dive into it in a minute. It could be in regards to your home front, or give me a minute. Property. Something about property. Yeah, there's a tower. Okay, there's a tower underneath the entire thing here. Something is. Here's the Emperor and the Queen of Wands and the Empress. Beautiful, right? There's a tower going on here. And it is something that is touching upon abandonment issues in you, or just generally. It's just something. It's an energy here where something that's built on a false foundation is now crumbling down. And it triggers a false self-mask to come off. And I will look into where that plays out. Is it in you or in someone else? But the mask that is coming off, it's about believing in your own abilities, in your own, for some of you, your own, how can I say it, sexuality. Not put that, hold on, let me explain that in a minute. But your own power, all right? Your own power of identification. Is it wrong of me to dislike the person my ex is dating? Oh, hello there, lambs. Please stay put for this reading. No, it's not. It's no, it's not. You're 17. You're 17. It's not. It's not wrong. It's a natural. It's something you should work with, because it will drain you, and I will elaborate on that. But don't worry. Don't worry. I can tell you why it is. Yeah. When it comes to yeah. When it comes to your understanding of your own self-worth, right? So that's it. If any of you are being triggered right now, you're being triggered, meaning that you lash out if you feel vindictive with the crone here, and spiteful sometimes, and angry. It's because there's a hurt here that is triggering your sense of self-worth. And it could be very much, it has triggered you on your feeling not sexy enough, feeling not good enough, feeling as though you're not appreciated for what it is that you bring. So it's a wound, all right? But you are victorious, okay? Don't worry. We have here with the mystic, and that is uncovering answers. I'm going to read this mystic to you. I'm actually think I'm going to read this overall energy for you so you can better understand, because it's a very, very powerful energy that you're dealing with here of uncovering yourself, okay? And having victory is basically a light seer energy. The mystery is also a lot of light seer energy. The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or light-hearted daydreamer. Yet, like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, let's not go there. This Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embed it with light, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery, revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon his magic. And it is very important for you guys to understand this power, because there's something here coming towards you. Did you hear that? That the mystic swallows poison, and that poison is like hatred, nasty energy, people who don't like you being successful, they don't like who you are, or just you possibly having that as well. The mystic swallows poison and turns it into nectar, which is a very healing energy. That is unconditional love and compassion. Because next we have the venom here, which is a nasty energy of feeling betrayed, feeling hateful, and that is in your environment here, right? But we will dive into that in a minute. First and foremost, let's just see here, what do we have? Okay, guys, some of you, okay, I have to say it. Okay, there's someone here. Yeah. There's a bit of a fantasy going on here that you are very imaginative. You have an imaginative energy. You believe in the good of all people as well. You also, sometimes you get carried away by fantasy, and therefore you project your insecurities or your dreams onto your environment, meaning that, all right, the maiden always is like the princess. She wants to be saved, right? She sees the beauty in everyone. She's also sometimes gets taken advantage of quite easily. So gender does not matter here, but she wants to see the beauty in everything, right? So it's easy for her to fall in love with everything. And sometimes she believes there's gonna come a knight in charming armor and they're gonna save her, and things are gonna be beautiful. That's kind of fantasy that is projected onto the environment. She's just like this energy of growing up, right? Needing to understand, yes, it's beautiful to believe in the beauty of all people, but you can't stay in this situation forever, right? Because you might be taken advantage of on that, and you can't Just because you're a beautiful person, you believe in the beauty of everything, doesn't mean that you're dealing with people who do. So I know if that makes sense. It's just a bit sometimes being in the cloud, 7 cloud, that things are just going to be fine and I don't have to deal with shit in my life. Someone's going to come and save me, all that. What are you thinking? That's the thing. You want to do the right thing. You know this, guys. You know this. You know it's time to make a decision. You just wish you didn't have to. I mean, no, you just, wouldn't it be easy if you could just have to, if you could just dream your way into it? Wouldn't it be easy just to take a pill and then everything would be fine? You know it. You know it's not going to happen like that. You have the judge here. You are actually very rational. You also stand in your own truth. You know it. It's just, if you have to admit it, wouldn't it, you just, if you really had your way, you would like it to be the other way around. I mean, wouldn't we all? Just, oh, do I have to do the work myself? I mean, do I have to work my way up? Yes, you know it. And you know you have to be patient, that things will come in divine timing. You know it. And for some of you, there's also some kind of a legal situation that you're waiting, is being postponed, and you have to wait for it to come in divine timing. In your relationships here, there are confusion going on here. There are something here that's been blocked in terms of growth. You may have someone here in your environment that you want to work with, but you feel as though they want to dominate the entire situation. And that is where, meaning that their attitude is what is the attitude in the voice that determines how things are going to move forward. And you know that. You want to break down walls. You don't want to build up far more walls. So you know you have to be patient in this situation. The challenge is that you have been trying to build up a partnership with someone here, and you're being asked to look at the tools that you are using to build up this partnership. Are you doing this alone? Or the two people in this connection or in this partnership, doesn't have to be love, right? Are you the sole creator? Or is there someone here working with you? Do you feel alone? Do you feel far more confused? Do you feel as though you are being distracted by a lot of crazy voices around you? I just looked at myself in a unicorn shirt, but you know, that's me. Sorry. But are you being lost in the forest? Do you feel paranoid sometimes? Question that. And you already know it, you know this. So you're being asked basically if you to remove blockages in your life. It's time to release any kind of a soul effort to build a partnership. It takes two, but also just to not be the one that controls everything, right? If you find yourself doing that, it's because it's fear taking over. All right, it's fear that takes over. It sparks anxiety of some sort. We will look into it when I start clarifying. I will always, when I do these readings, I always start by just going over it. What we have here, that's actually what's pulling you backwards instead of going forward. I'm going to tell you what's going to go forward here in a minute. What's pulling you backwards is that trickster energy, guys. Okay, guys, here's the thing. How can I say? Some of you have been very used to being the one that carries the heavy weight. Hey, Wiggy, how you doing? To carry the heavy weight in all connections that you're dealing with, right? And when you were like this, if someone here just put you on hold, partnership, love connection, whatever, friendship, even any kind of partnership, when you were put on hold, it brought in confusion. As I said here, it brings in confusion, and for some of you, it's an energy that you may even be dealing with, meaning the other person that you're dealing with likes to have control because they have these issues within themselves that they are then projecting onto the connection you have with them, okay? So, what's pulling you back is this trickster energy from the other person, which becomes your energy. This is how connection energy works. And that's why sometimes tarot readings are so fucking confusing. I mean, collective tarot readings. because your person's energies become your energies and vice versa. Connection energies, and the connection here is characterized by someone here wanting to determine how you grow together, not working together, and that creates this soul creator energy. And the way that you want to, you put in all the work and the effort, and the other person just rejects it, right? That's what's holding you back. Yeah, because what is actually manifesting into your life, guys? Well, you're manifesting a Hierophant with the king in twisted. So you're manifesting someone here dominating your life with their value systems. This is not how you work together as a team. It's fine. It's absolutely perfectly fine to come in with your value system. They come with their value system. You don't. It's okay to disagree. Basically, it's beautiful to disagree. That's how we grow. Personally, I believe that's how we grow. You learn from each other, right? But it's not about having to dictate, because that's basically what's being created here. And it's what enables this to be created like this is that energy within you, which I spoke about previously, about sometimes it'd be nice just to give off my power and believe that someone's going to come and save me, because that's how you attract these kind of people. They like to dominate. And if you're willing to give away your power, they will take over and dominate how you make things grow. They basically play on your insecurity. And in this case, as it shows up, the way the person here is dominating you is by strategically rejecting you. Oh, strategically, they may not be that big of an asshole, right? They may not just be an idiot. This is the way that they used to do things, and they need to kind of be like, get a kick in the butt saying, mate, no. This is not how we work, right? I'm not saying that you're dealing with a fundamentally toxic person. I'm just saying this is... Personally, I would kick them in the butt and say, oh, well, no, I wouldn't, because that would probably scare the shit out of them. So try to deal with it more strategically. But yeah. Yeah, what can I say? Yeah, because what you project, what's coming back here, what you can expect, what is manifesting into your life is that you are actually walking away, guys. That is a beautiful thing. I see you walking away from this energy to find your own purpose. You're speaking truth. And by doing that, you actually become a witness to someone else's change as well. You're going in and finding your own truth. And the way that you're doing that is because you're not stupid, guys. That's the thing. You guys are not stupid. You can stay in the present moment. You can stand in your own power, even if this person will then come on to you and tell you that you are a bloody fucking dictator, because you are projecting that you are taking power over them. I mean, what is up with these power struggles, guys? But you can handle that because you have a lot of light. You have a lot of fiery energy in your belly. You know your own power. You know your core. You come in contact with your core, or that is what you can pull upon, and that core is very much shaped here by that light worker energy, about the ability to take poison and turn it into nectar. That you can take this person's anger, that you stand up for yourself, and you can swallow it. You don't even have to spit it out. I mean, you can take this when they want to spit at you. You can take that energy and swallow it, even though it hurts. But you know that it's not you. This energy is just angry in general, right? But you can deal with it, and you can turn it into love. Not that you have to stay there, but if you're dealing with someone fundamentally toxic, go away, okay? But it's just your ability to not having to. You don't have to fight back, you know? You're just like, yes, I may be a bitch to you or a bastard to you, but I know my core. I know my values. You may not agree with my value systems. I may not agree with your value systems, but let's agree to disagree. And the thing is, you don't even have to voice it, as long as you just stand in that core. That's what makes you successful, do you see? But there will be discontent in your environment, because there's not everyone that's gonna agree with this kind of attitude here, right? I love how these energies always progress. It seems like a journey, because there is also, for some of you, there are vindictive energies within you, right? And that is because of this tower where you have been hit on your self-worth. So for some of you, this is actually going to be a journey you're going to go on. Good thing is that you're going to end up victorious. Shall we do some clarification and then call that it? No, I already did 3 questions today. I think I'm going to watch The Crown and then I'm going to go to bed because it's Sunday tomorrow, right? I have one more day before work. So I may go online again tomorrow. But let's see here, because I love this camera. Let's look into a bit more. Let's look into this overall energy of yours. Show me 6 of Pentacles. In all cases, guys, whatever blockage, this is an energy about you doing right and getting things going in your favor, doing right and standing in your own power. The way to move forward is a very simple advice, but it shows up here. The way to stand grounded and to move into the future, or just into tomorrow, basically, without carrying this nasty energy with you, is the ability to take hate, I want to say, from you, from your parents, from your lovers, from your friends, from your co-workers, from anyone, and you just don't let it bother you that much. And the way that you don't let it bother you is that you have the ability to understand, transmute by looking at things from all perspectives. Understanding also with here, there's no right, there's no wrong, it's just a matter of perspective, right? This is the alchemist. The alchemist doesn't just take 2 ingredients and throw them together. No, they take a million ingredients and they experiment and then they see what happens. And that's also why I can't tell you what your core is, because it's your core. This is your core. You define that for yourself. But when you stand strong in your core, your solar plexus, you could call it, you can't be turned down. I mean, not turned down. You can't be knocked over. No one can actually, well, you can, of course you will be hurt sometimes, especially depending on how angry the energy that comes at you is, but you can take venom and you can turn it into something healing, okay? But if you also have to remember to take a step and not be so anxious, because in that case, the venom, this nasty energy, which brings also, by the way, diseases and just, it just brings about tired energies, everything. That which shuts down your light. If you forget to take care of yourself, it actually spreads inside yourself, also physically. So be mindful of that. And in this case, it's about partnerships where there's a power struggle about how to move things forward. So create together, work together. Don't dominate. And if you are found surrounded in an energy where you cannot move yourself because it has to be, sometimes we can't remove ourselves from a particular environment. Let's just face it. Sometimes we're just stuck in that environment. Stand in your core. All right, let's look into this 6. The Taurus reading resonated. Oh, that's good. That came up today, didn't it? Yes, it did. I'm glad to hear that. I'm always glad when the readings if they give something valuable to someone, even if it's just one person. So that's nice. But the monthly and mid-monthly readings, they take up a fuckload of energy. So if we can't, it's because it is a challenge to face for growth. Could you rephrase that? Don't quite get that. Sorry. Let's see. Let's look into this venom here. Let's look into this venom. The venom has the Star, the King of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Shit. And the Empress, and the Four of Pentacles, and 7. Okay, guys. Guys, there is something here that's gonna come towards you that you really, really want, and it has a lot of fire within it. And it is for some of you, it's like a home. For others of you, yeah, is something is a property. It's just a different environment. Okay, it's a different. Something solid. It's like an offer that's gonna come your way, but it's gonna come with a bit of a challenging environment with it. No. Sometimes you invite. All right. Here's the thing, Argo. Let's say that you are. All right. Depends on how old you are. For instance, if you are a child, you are stuck. That's what we call it, childhood karma. Like this life karma is where you are basically stuck to an environment because you cannot leave. Children, for instance, depending on the land, country, whatever culture, then there are countries where if you, let's say that you are in a work environment where there's no security if you leave that work environment, and you would have to walk away from, not, you would be kicked out. I mean, there would be no financial like support system, and you stay in that environment, you stay at that work to just until you find the next one, right? In those cases where it's like there are sometimes we are stuck to a situation. We don't have complete. I mean, you could, of course, you could, but in that case, but let's say that you will then have a family and you're going to get kicked out the next day, and you're not going to be able to feed your children and all that. You know, those are the situations where you're like, okay, have to stay in this environment for just until I find the next one. Have to find a way to get through it. Those kind of environments. It really depends on where you are, what kind of responsibilities you have in life, and what kind of luxuries and privileges you have. Not everyone have the privileges of social security or family privileges. All right, let's look into this 2 of Cups for you guys. Ten of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. This is what I would think. I've already been through it. This is also this obsessive energies of being disappointed in love and not letting go, when even though you have to let go, because there are childhood emotional childhood wounds that needs to be healed. Be it in you and the person that you're dealing with, possibly both of you, they have to be released because it's bringing so much burden into your life. But the thing is, as always, you are such a kind and caring energy, and you are a healer. So that is why when you are dealing with energies that are draining you, you stay. Even when they are not making themselves vulnerable to you. You want to help, right? You want to take action. But please be mindful that you are not the sole creator. Now, here's the thing also. I do see you having some kind of an opportunity going for you that includes a partnership, and that will help you be a creator. Also embrace that, right? Embrace your own growth, but also just be mindful that you don't drain yourself along the process, right? You're a bloody pre-empress. Man, woman, doesn't matter. Remember your own worth. Take breaks sometimes. Care for yourself. For your Pentacles. In your relationships, what's going on here? Oh God, this is about being tied to this bond again, where you want to liberate yourself, but you are tied to a situation where someone is very, very judgmental, and they bring a lot of drama to the situation, and that's because they are afraid. Some of you, this is a situation that's going on where someone is afraid of you, right? Or they're just afraid in general. They are afraid, and that's why they want to control the situation. So just be mindful of that. 7 of Pentacles. And then there's also this, because they're afraid, they want to dictate the way that you set your values, right? And that's where you probably clash. And if you have a tendency to just expect that someone is going to come and save you, you will adopt those value systems. Don't do that. Yeah. And some of you right now are so hurt. You are not standing in your core. You're not feeling appreciated. You're not feeling You're tired, you're sad, you know better, but you just right now, you just would like someone to come and save you. So please be mindful that you don't manifest an idiot into your life because of that. Non regret rien. Is that? Non regret rien. Non regret rien. No. Let's pull an advice and let's call that it. Let's go offline and then see you again tomorrow. So I hope you got anything from that. Afraid of what? Losing control. A lot of people are afraid of losing control, and that has deeper roots, and that is what needs to be addressed. And not really any particular answer as to why, but afraid, anxiety, control issues are always about afraid of losing your own power, basically, in whatever sense. When you are afraid, you like to control. It's not necessarily because you are a bad person, it's just scared. Something could have happened, something made you scared down the line. We all do. I have it as well. For instance, I have a lot of I control a lot of how my living environment because I'm terrified of my own clumsiness. I get a lot bruised from walking into, because I have very quick movements. If I don't have control about where I place my furniture, I will basically hurt myself. So I have control issues in terms of where I place my furniture. Maybe not, not like that. I don't control people, but no, depends on the situation. But if I were rigid and I wouldn't be able to compromise, that would be a bit of a challenge, because sometimes you can't dictate everything. Then you just take over the entire house from the people you're living with. And that becomes a bit of a challenge, because then you become obnoxious to live with. Then you find a solution, possibly like saying, all right, we do things in our collective areas the right way, and then you get this room where you can do all the control you want. All right, it's about finding a compromise, all right? Not just having one person dictate the entire thing. What do we have here? We have willing release, and we have endless possibilities, and it's starting to get chilly, and I'm gonna go and sleep. 49 for you guys. Some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer and focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that in our co-created partnership with the divine, give and take is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and taking any necessary actions, but you must then surrender the form, the timing, and the how to your higher power. There's a divine plan for each of us. When acting on this faith, you may find that your intense desire for something translates into a feeling of attachment and entitlement. Whoopsie, there we go. Right now, can you immerse yourself in this experience and allow the divine plan to unfold as it will on your behalf without interference? Can you be open to receiving what is yours, even if it is not packaged in the form you thought you wanted? Perhaps if you look deeper, you will see that you received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. You have put in the work, defined your desires and felt them deeply, and engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This isn't always easy. Impatience erodes the foundations of our trust in the divine. Surrender truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart, can it really be so difficult? All right, guys, I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, it's about you coming in, understanding your own power. You are your own oracle, right? You set your intentions yourself, and then also by listening to other people and vice versa. Anywho, that's it. I'm going to bed. Thanks for showing up for the long session here. I'll do some timestamps, and I will probably go online, do something tomorrow if I get the time. And other than that, also I'm going to do some changes in regards to how if there's going to be weekly readings, because I'm going to run out of time soon. No, not. I'm going to have to do different things. So will be some schedule plan changes to the amount of readings I put up. All right, I will do that, and you guys sleep tight. Scorpio mid-month, all the rest of the mid-monthly readings are tomorrow. Scorpio, Pisces, Is Libra up tomorrow or Virgo? Can't remember which one up now. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra. So that's it. Okay, I will see you next time. Ciao.